Hello everyone, welcome to another Happy Healthy Vegan live stream, doing my weekly regular Friday 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time live streams on 5 minutes early. Why not? Why just sit around for 5 minutes when I'm all set and ready to go? And I saw a lot of you guys are ready too. So yeah, welcome. If you're not familiar, I'm Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan, and Friday, as the title of this video suggests, we talk about any and all things vegan. So if you have some questions for me, if you're a new vegan or an experienced vegan, you just want to ask me something or you want to bring something up, this is a good place to do it. And also on Fridays, we are okay with non-vegans watching. If you're vegan curious, vegetarian, you can hang out here. You're not going to get judged unless you're mean to us. And for the meanest of the mean, if you want to come here and try to debunk veganism, I will entertain your arguments, your examples, but make sure you have arguments, you have examples, you're just not throwing one-liners, flinging poop on the walls or anything like that. So make sure you bring your best if you're going to try to debunk veganism. So hello, welcome everyone. Good to see all our regulars here. Jean Marie, Sean Cope, Oh No Antonio, and Hardly 10 Man Adonis, and Fallon Marie. I see that Streamlabs highlight your message. A member for 7 months. Yeah, you've been here 7 months. I don't know why it said it's something about you just joining again or something like that. Unless you rejoined or so. Anyway, thanks. Hi everyone. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. A.V. Lamb, how is it going? Peter, how you doing? I know a lot of people in the Northern American continent right now are freezing their butts off. Canada, I know Peter's having issues there. Said the internet's kind of spotty, so stay as long as you can with us, Peter. We'll be cool, but we'll appreciate you being here, and hopefully it'll stay on for you. If so, this is the place to be for you right now. If it's below freezing out there, just hang out and stay warm and chill with us here. And yeah, I know a few other you guys said it's like Fahrenheit, negative degrees and stuff like that. That's just completely unimaginable for me. I have no idea what that's like. Today was just an average California day, 67 degrees or something like that. And we're actually gonna have a little tiny heat wave on Christmas or so. So I have compassion for you guys, and hopefully everyone's staying safe. I've seen airplane flights are being canceled all over the country, delays. People are trapped in airports and they can't get home. They're gonna sleep in airports, many people. So, stay safe, everyone. Hope you guys are just doing whatever you can to avoid, as Travis calls it, called the frozen hellscape of today and probably for the next few days. So stay safe. And if you're trapped at home, I'm here with you for at least the next couple hours. So let's, just kick back and enjoy and chill out and have this Friday evening or Saturday morning for people like VLAM and just experience it all together. Bill, it's 38 right now, but it was 26 most of the day, so it's gotten warmer. That's interesting. Yeah, I think on Sunday, Christmas Day, guys, don't get mad at me. It's going to be a little bit over 80 degrees Fahrenheit that day. And I think Monday is going to be similar too. So we're going to try to get outside a little bit on Christmas. It's weird. Today's 68, I told you. It's going to just shoot up. We're going to have a little heat wave, midwinter heat wave, which it's not uncommon to have some 80-degree days in January and December. No, cloud cover. That'll do it here. Hong Kong, 62 degrees Fahrenheit, VLAM. That is pretty cold for your latitude there. Refresh me of your latitude. I know I live around between the 33rd and 34th latitude. I thought you guys are sub 30, right? That's quite cold for a tropical latitude there. Wow. Yeah, freezing in Canada. I have a friend that lives near the border in Washington State there. Peter, just tell me how the pipes on her water have frozen, So it sounds pretty miserable. Hey, Han Solo's cousin, how are you doing? Are you staying warm out there where you're at? I think you're in the path of the Arctic blast. Or am I right there, Jordan? Hope you and your mom are doing safe there. And yes, Jordan, yes, vegan because we love animals. Simple as that. We love animals. We don't want to harm animals, and we want to persuade others that they shouldn't harm animals. They might even realize that they're harming animals on a daily basis. Hey, Johnny, how's it going, Johnny Bravo? How's everyone doing tonight? Been home since the beginning of this month. How you doing, Johnny? I'm curious, how you feeling now? You're kind of concerned. You've been away from home so long, and in the military, like, you're concerned you might be weird or a different person when you got home. How is that? Do you feel pretty like yourself? Let us know. Hope you feeling good home. Yeah, sub-zero temperatures, completely unimaginable. Yes. Wow, Peter, been a member for 7 months now. I guess it's 7 months since we started our Happy Fam. Did I hear that a mink farm closed? No, in Canada. Share more with us about that, Peter. How did that go down? What groups, or did it just close on its own? Did vegans have anything to do with this? No, I didn't hear about that. You have a lot of vegan coffee to keep you warm. Wow, okay. That'll do it. Just have your hand on those cups, with all the heat. That's what I do. I'll have Angie pour me some cocoa. We'll make us some cocoa sometimes at night. And let's see, Stephanie, we are currently 2 degrees. 2 degrees, that's Fahrenheit. That's a lot colder than 2 degrees Celsius. That's just right above 0 Fahrenheit. We are currently 2 degrees. Feels like -9 degrees in Colorado Springs. That like with a wind chill factor. I saw like on the images on the news, like not only is it cold, there's like crazy like wind, like 30-mile, 40-mile winds sustained, and that must blow any heat off your bods. Let's see. Hong Kong VLAM, thanks for sharing. You probably told me this before, but I forgot. Is in the northern edge of the tropical zone, 22 north latitude. Okay, so yeah, that is pretty cold. 62 degrees Fahrenheit at 22 latitude. Yeah, that's what's going on there, huh? You guys must be having some record-breaking lows for that area there. Han Solo's, yeah, we're just staying warm here, but it's, we're staying warm here because it's not freezing cold. Today was like 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Tomorrow's going to be like 73. So yeah, the West Coast in California is being spared. Pretty much most of California is being spared from this Arctic blast. So yeah, I mean, I don't want to like say anything, get you guys pissed off. It's just, that's what we have here, but I have compassion for you guys that are like, just like, like just trying to survive, gosh, when it's that cold, and travel's crippled, wow. I can't even imagine what it's like to be in such crazy weather. Peter, okay, that mink farm. No, it was not in Canada. I think it was in the U.S. Some vegans released all the minks, and the I gotta read that story. Wow, and the mink farm closed down. Yeah, find me the story. It sounds cool. So Han Solo's cousin, you're in Minnesota, so it must be super like freezing, wintry, cold snow there, right? So stay safe. Just hang out on the computer tonight. I'll be here. I'll be keeping you guys entertained. -2 degrees for you in Minnesota. Holy moly there, Han Solo's cousin. Wow. I've never experienced -2. The coldest weather I've ever experienced was like in the teens when I visited Chicago in the wintertime, many years back, I thought that was horrible. We had some friends from Milwaukee come down and visit me. They go, "This is nothing. This is like warm, It's like, it's all relative, I guess." Okay, cool. Thanks for sending me that link, Peter. Let me see if I can copy it. Yeah, I'm gonna let them know. All right, copy link. Hang on one second. Let me just get it into a browser tab. Let's see. Let's see what Peter sent me here. Ooh, it looks like the link is messed up. Go to site. Okay, hopefully it's going to work out. Here we go. Mink farm to close. The owner of North America's largest mink farm in West County. What place is this? I have no idea where this is at. Anyway, in November, thousands of mink were released by Lion Farms. It was believed to be an act of eco-terrorism. Wow. Early estimates that 40,000 were released. It was later determined only about 10,000 mink were unaccounted for, and they were closing the business. Wow. Okay, I'll read more about it, but it sounds like the eco-terrorism is what caused them to not be able to sustain their business. Yeah, it says the prime suspect here is people sympathetic to ALF. They graffitied our building. Wow, FBI is working on it. Wow, some people can go to jail. I mean, that's some hardcore eco-terrorism, as they're describing here. Just, yeah, it's the fine line between activism and something that'll put your ass in jail for like years. So be careful, guys. We are passionate about what we do, but we don't want to go to jail. Oh, speaking of which, guys, check this out. Aha, look, we got here. Angie made us the woke narcissist of compassion tea. Let me put that down in the chat if you want to get one. Our new woke teas. I'm not sure how long we'll keep this up here, but Angie constructed it, and I'm gonna get me a copy. We just did it this afternoon. She just did it this afternoon. So we got 3 colors here. We got red, black, and blue. And get your woke narcissist of compassion tea. Just wear it proudly. Like, yeah, yes, I'm a woke narcissist of compassion. So take that, Jordan Peterson. You think you're trying to diss us with your flowery word salad gobbledygook, and that was nice. I mean, he's a piece of work just making all these just his flowery word salad, but this was a good one. I couldn't have thought of this, so it actually put his bad skill into use and benefited from it all. So if you want to get a woke narcissist of compassion tea, as I don't know if I'll have it by next Friday, but I'm definitely going to order one. Yeah, she just made this like an hour before we got started here tonight. So yeah, I just want to let you know it is out there. So anyway, let's get back to the live stream. Yeah, WNOC for the win. WNOC. All right, so hey, Tracy the Vegan, how's it going? I don't know if you saw my most recent Jordan Peterson video, but he's with his flowery word salad. He said he's calling us a bunch of woke narcissists of compassion. That's awesome. I'm gonna make a shirt. I'm just gonna make a shirt for us. So if you want to get one, check it out. I don't know if it's like too inside joke-ish, too whatever, but it's kind of cool. Just boldly show you're a woke narcissist of compassion. Yeah, Peter, I see what you're saying, but yeah, I don't want you to go to jail. I guess I'm selfish, and I want you to be free and be able to be on the live streams. You wouldn't be around on Friday live streams. I doubt they'd let you watch this every Friday from jail. Yeah, Tracy, you've been working on the house. I know. Hope you're making some progress. You should. I imagine you must have, considering how diligent you've been. Hey, Macho Super Hetero, you're back. I got banned last week for absolutely no reason. That just shows how crazy communist dictators you are. Well, first of all, you're being a dick already. This shows why you got banned. We're not communists. I don't believe that the state should control all means of production and Karl Marx should be the law of the land or anything like that. No, you probably got banned for doing something dumb like this, coming out and harassing us and doing attacks. So I'm warning you right now, you can participate, Macho Super Hetero, but do it in a way that's in accordance with our rules here. Be civil. No personal attacks. So you just come out and attack and harass, calling us communists and stuff like that. No, I don't think we have any communists. Let me know if there's any communists on right now. No spamming, and when debunking veganism, just one claim at a time. So Super Hetero, if you want to try to debunk veganism, give me your best claim. But if you're going to just sit here and harass and do personal attacks, I'm gonna boot your ass off. But yeah, if you want to be cool and civil and have some kind of intellectual discourse, I'm totally 100% cool with that. Oh, cool. Thanks, Sarah. Thanks for sharing that. You said, yeah, though you're not a vegan or even vegetarian anymore, I still support your message and have nothing against you. Thank you. It's so nice to hear that, Sarah, because there's so many people that are bigots towards vegans. I've shown in my past several videos. Jordan Peterson just saying crap about vegans for no reason. We're not like forcing them to go vegan. Neil deGrasse Tyson, Piers Morgan, they're bigots. They're vegan bigots. Vegan bigots. Vegan. That's what people that vegans have, honey. Anyway, they're vegan, not vegan bigots. So anyway, thanks, Sarah, for sharing that. You got to go, Han Solo's cousin. We'll pop by anytime. We'll be here for maybe a couple more hours, most likely. So macho. Anyway, let's not talk about last week. If you're here to debunk veganism, as I think you are, because you're not vegan, you never come here and say, yeah, I'm vegan, it's so awesome. If you want to debunk veganism, do it now, but let's not point fingers about last week and who said what. So proving your point, I'm not proving your point. I'm just saying, if you broke any of my rules here, you get banned. It's simple as this. I really can't think of any time someone got banned in the past year and didn't violate one or more of these basic rules of civility here. So this is the basics here. If you can't abide by these simple, non-fascist things like being nice and not attacking and spamming, you've got to find another live stream. Let's see. You had a Mennonite roommate who claimed that Jesus was a communist. That's interesting because communism didn't get invented until 2,000 years after the time of Jesus. Some elements of communism is all right, I guess, but no, vegans are not communists. No, vegans, I don't know any vegan communists. I know hundreds, if not thousands of vegans. I even know Satanist vegans, Christian vegans, Muslim vegans, every kind. But I don't know any communist vegans, to be completely honest with you. Oh, Johnny. So yeah, how is it for you? Oops, I did something weird here. Hang on one second. Okay, so since you've been back home, Johnny, doing good for the most part. Noticed your patience is a bit shorter than usual and don't have a tolerance for anything I perceive as disrespect or arrogance. That's cool. People shouldn't be disrespectful and people shouldn't be arrogant too. I can't put that as my rules here. People don't have to respect me, but they have to be civil. That's a basic distinction a lot of haters don't get. I don't need or want people to kiss my ass and agree with everything I say. That'd be weird, right? That'd be cultish, but that'd be authoritarianish. But yeah, just be civil. Just be cool. Pretend you're at work, you're at school, work, wherever. I'm sure there's people at your work and or school who you like and some that you don't particularly care for all that much. But you have to get along with them, right? Or else you're always getting fired or sent to the principal's office. Just be civil. Be cool. Yeah, hail Satan and Pastafarianism for sure. Thanks for that, Terry Jones. I just had pasta this evening, by the way. Yeah, one way to make pasta a little more healthy is, you guys probably know, is just put greens in the sauce, I got that cool vegan sauce from Trader Joe's and threw in a huge amount of spinach, totally spinachized the sauce, and yes. Yeah, Peter, this is Ryan's channel. If you think I'm a snowflake, go somewhere else. If you think I'm a snowflake, because I expect people who interact with me anywhere. I don't care if we're at the gym, at an event in public, if you're in my house, or you're in my house here, actually. Everyone watching, you're in my house right now with me. So if you're going to interact with me in any way, I expect this basic level of interaction. Civility. This is true anywhere. If you think I'm a precious snowflake because I don't want people being dicks to me, you're fine. I'm too old to have people be dicks to me. If you're in my house, I'd kick you out. I'm at the gym chatting with you. I'll just go somewhere else, leave the conversation, and that's what happens here. So, yep, basic rules. Pretty easy to abide by. VLAM. Ash Sakar of Novara Media is a communist vegan. Okay, I knew there had to be some. I just saying I personally didn't know any V, so thank you for pointing out that there is indeed at least one communist vegan out there. I'm sure there's more than that. I'm just saying there's nothing inherently connected between veganism and communism or any political theory or any social theory or anything like that. Johnny, you're talking about as in disrespect, having an attitude. I know exactly what you mean. I don't like people with attitudes either. Let's see, Sarah, you don't know why others need to be so rude to vegans. Your husband is a hunter, but he still respects vegans. Cool. Let's just be cool to each other, right? That's especially this time of year, let's just be cool to each other. We were bummed that your husband hunts, but if I'll just leave it at that. That's not going to please vegans or anything like that. Anyway, let's see. Bob Hill. Vegans tend to be leftists. Where's my right-wing vegans here? Like Farmed and Dangerous and his wife. Like, where are you guys? My gun-loving, Republican, vegans at? No, vegans are all over the place, Bob. There's no such thing what vegans tend to be. Vegans are just a cross section of society. You know, like say 10% of society is narcissistic. Well, 10% of vegans are narcissistic. You know, you have as many left-handed and right-handed vegans and non-vegans. Political, religious beliefs. We cut through all of that, you know, pretty much the same way as non-vegans do. We're just a slice of humanity, a slice of society, and that slice just happens to not like to have slices of dead animal bits and secretions on their plates. That's all we really have in common these days. Yeah, maybe 20 years ago, veganism tended to be more, I don't know, lefty or woo-woo or something like that. Maybe. I'll grant you that. That's a possibility. But right now, no. Hey, Joyce's voice, Christian and am never rude. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, anyone who generalizes that Christians are rude or not rude, no, Christians are like vegans, a cross-section of humanity. I don't like it when people generalize how vegans are. You know, all you vegans are leftists or communists or what have you, you know. Oh, VLAM. Yeah, Sunseeker quoting Joey Carbstrong's video. When he I think it was just a few days ago he released it. He was in front of a church, basically, or church area, near one anyway, on public property. And yeah, he pretty much said the same thing as you just said there, VLAM. Jesus preached love and compassion. How is eating animals a manifestation of love and compassion? How are slaughterhouses a manifestation of love and compassion? Yeah, there we go. Farmed and dangerous. Yeah. Right-wing gun-toting vegan here. So take that, Bob. We have vegans of every kind. I'm telling you, there's no such thing as like typical vegan. I mean, when people say all you vegans, the only thing that would follow truthfully from that beginning of a sentence would be, yeah, all you vegans don't consume animal products. You can't generalize this as any kind of religious belief or lack thereof, political background or anything like that. Ideologies, it's completely inaccurate. Let's see, farmed and dangerous. Speaking of mutual respect, before you were vegan, you were a total carnivore. Wow. I had no idea. I didn't know that. Well, I admit I didn't understand veganism, and it was weird. You were still kind and respectful. Great. You know, I think all these people that are like, you know, vegan bigots, like Piers Morgan, Neil deGrasse Tyson, and like Jordan Peterson, I wish they could take a page from you, like understand our diversity and not have to be bigots towards us. You know, like why are people showing hate on vegans for? You know, I've never done anything to Neil deGrasse Tyson or Piers Morgan or anything like that. Yeah, all vegans eschew animal products, Tracy. That's pretty much it. It's a really non-bold claim once we add on all you vegans, you know, eschew animal products, don't consume it. It's pretty, you know, it's not some shocking thing like you're all some kind of political person or something like that. Anyway, what's that, Peter? Because your friend sadly died of stroke. Yeah, I remember you talked about that before. You started to eat way more plant-based food and started to like it a lot more, and eventually saw some slaughterhouse footage, and yeah, that'll do it for you. Friends passing, slaughterhouse footage. Yeah, we come in all different ways, huh? Yeah, Carl, there you go. I'm not sure what Bob was saying about a mandate for Christians to be vegan. Yeah, it doesn't say that. I've read the Bible, even though I'm not Christian. He said, Carl saying I'm a Christian vegan. I agree there is no mandate to be vegan in the Bible, but many Christians choose to be vegan, and the Bible doesn't forbid being vegan. Yeah, that's what I was tripping on Joey Carbstrong's video when he's arguing with these Christians. They're making it sound like the religion forbids them to be vegan, and nowhere in the Bible does say thou shalt eat meat on a regular basis or something like that. Eating only plants is a sin to the Lord or something like that. No. Oh, there's Angie. All you vegans don't eat meat, eggs, or consume dairy products. That's about the only thing true that a hater could say about vegans, beginning a sentence with the words, all you vegans. You know, that's about it. Hey, Fall Dieting, good to see you. Welcome. Anyway, Sarah, your husband who hunts thinks that you need to know where food comes from. I agree. I agree 100%. We should know where food comes from. The thing is, yeah, for vegans, we know food does not need to come from animals. You know, I'm not picking on you or your husband or anything, Sarah. I'm just saying that's where, yeah, we will kind of diverge from that point of agreement. You know, we're in lockstep right there. Yeah, we know we don't have to eat the animals in order to live or survive or thrive or anything like that. Hey, Uncle, how's it going? Uncle, did I say hi to you early, Uncle? I saw you on a few minutes ago, and I was going to say hi to you, and I totally got sidetracked. So hello, Uncle. Thanks for being here with us. Let's see. Angie's saying, hey, fam, I was trying to make an Instagram post, but I wanted to pop in for a sec to see what Rhino's talking about. Well, yeah, for people that just joined in, let me show what Angie made earlier today. The Woke Narcissist of Compassion shirt, as inspired by Jordan Peterson. So be the first to buy it yet. I haven't seen anyone purchase. We just put it up like an hour before the live stream, maybe half an hour before the live stream. So, yeah, as you might notice here, we have 3 colors: blue, red, and black. So if you want to have a little insider joke message here, and it's just a cool message. I tell you, I think Jordan's word salad is just wacky and zany, but this time he hit a home run. You know, just I guess it happens once in a while randomly. So yeah, if you want to get a Woke Narcissist Compassion shirt, I'm gonna get one. I haven't had a chance to get one yet, but I'm gonna get one by before our next live stream. So let me put the link in the chat. So if you want to get our tee. The woke tea. Yeah, Jordan Peterson should buy a whole bunch, huh? Hey, these are my words. Anyway, I put the link down there. Be the first to get a Woke Narcissist Compassion. I'll order one tomorrow. I don't think it makes any difference. They probably won't ship them out till Monday anyway, at the soonest. So, yes, Jordan Peterson. Some say he's good for nothing. I say he's good on rare occasion when he randomly constructs a beautiful phrase like woke narcissist of compassion. Let's see. So what else is going on? So, Bob, I know you're trying to put out some contrarian points of view here, but do you have a question for us, Bob? Let me know. You're saying hunters are very connected with nature? Some are. Some aren't. Some are just drunk and shooting crap, and others are connected with nature. I mean, you can't generalize like that about all or even a majority of hunters or anything. Anyway, if you want to say something, Bob, if you have some question for me, let me know. All right, Johnny, good to see you as always, Johnny. Pop by anytime you can. Well, Samuel, you used to be an evangelist. Well, your mom was a missionary. I believe that if you are not vegan, you cannot be a true Christian. Wow. Sorry about my nose. That always happens after I take a bath. Veganism debunked. Macho hetero, you got banned? No. If you got banned, you wouldn't be able to type in the words, I got banned. Do you understand that? You might have been timed out last week, but if we truly banned you, you wouldn't be able to come here and say anything. So Macho, let's not quibble over if you got banned or not, because you didn't. You're here. I don't know why your comment was, I didn't delete anything. Anyway, let me see your comment. Do you have a question for me, Macho? I know you like to talk about the past. Are you like ANCAP? Remember that ANCAP 72 person always complained about stuff like this? Anyway, if you have a question for us, super macho hetero, ask your question. Yeah, Bob, that's what I was talking about. I was talking about Joey's video where he met with people as they were leaving their church or something like that, where he disrespected Christians and Christianity. I saw, I didn't, that was not the takeaway, a message I got from his video that he was just disrespecting them. He was calling them out on their hypocrisy. That lady he's talking to is saying that her lifestyle and the things she does in her life are based upon biblical principles. And yet when push came to shove, he had got her to admit that her decision to eat dead animals didn't come from the Bible, and in fact came from some kind of science or something like that. And like she's saying, like, animals aren't conscious, like animals aren't sentient. I mean, and where does she get that from? Oh, like science or something like that? I mean, it was ridiculous. So I think he's trying to say, hey, if you truly believe in compassion, if you are a woke narcissist of compassion, or even a non-woke narcissist of compassion. If you truly believe in compassion and love, values that you often hear associated in New Testament Christianity, seems consistent to not intentionally inflict pain and suffering on animals who is calling victims. They're victims of abuse from humans. So I don't see it as disrespect. He was just trying to have people be consistent. If they truly believed in compassion, and how can they have no compassion for animals? And then people do all these mental gymnastics. Well, animals aren't sentient, so we have dominion. And Joey points out, as I always do, dominion doesn't mean kill and murder. It can mean take care of and be a steward over. And that's really kind of a better synonym for dominion, is stewardship rather than murderer. Anyway. I can't go vegan because my comment was deleted. There you go, Angie. I mean, that's kind of what I'm hearing from him. Yeah, it's probably a new name for ANCAP, huh? But yeah, I don't know if, it was Graven saying, just disrespect them. I don't know if he was disrespecting them or not. I think he was just trying to have them be consistent in their reasoning. But yeah, he's a little strong. That's his personality and his style, his debate style. Everyone's got their own way of doing things. So anyway, Bob, okay, you believed he twisted scripture. What did he twist exactly? I didn't really hear him cite any scripture other than Genesis 1:29. I think he quoted that for the most part, but I don't remember him twisting scripture, just saying, Jesus, compassion, that kind of thing. But, if you don't like that, that's your opinion, that's cool. Eating meat is in the Bible. We aren't mandated to eat meat, but it makes no mention of being vegan, though. There was no such thing as veganism 2,000 and 3,000 and 4,000 years ago. He did point out that the Garden of Eden was a vegan paradise. God, if you look at Genesis 1:29, said eat every plant and seed-bearing fruit, all blah, blah. It didn't say, and go get those cows and pigs over there and slit their throats. He didn't say that. So there is a precedent, an establishment of veganism in the Bible, not called as that. It's not, people weren't aware back then that, it's a moral stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. Hey, someone just bought our first woke narcissist of compassion tea. Who was that? I want to give you a shout out, whoever got it. I don't have a notification as to who it was. Bob Hill, was not a vegan paradise? I told you, a vegan diet paradise, not a vegan paradise. All right, come back, Peter. How was it not a vegan paradise? Are you saying that Adam and Eve ate animals? Let me know. I have many Christian vegans here. Let me know if Adam and Eve were eating animals in the Garden of Eden, because as far as my understanding goes, that's not true. Is Bob Hill speaking truth here? Is he educating about some subtle points of theology or scripture that I'm not aware of? Let me know if there's any mention of in the Garden of Eden that Adam and Eve were eating the animals, because Genesis 1:29 didn't make any mention of God saying, here are these animals and you should slit their throats and kill them. So I'm just kind of curious what you guys say. Ammo has a good question. Let me see if I can find Ammo's question. Where is Ammo? I am not seeing Ammo. Oh, there's Ammo. Ammo says, I just went vegetarian. Tips on next steps to go vegan. I want to be vegan by next year. Oh, you got it. You have a couple days. Specifically milk products. You've cut out eggs. All right, you're in the same boat that so many people are, Ammo. So congratulations on all the steps you've made. And that's why there's so many like lifelong vegetarians that can't give up dairy. Yeah, meat is easy. Eggs are easy. But dairy has some addictive properties that keep you addicted to it. Was that a redundant statement there? Anyway, yeah, it has a morphine, casomorphine. They've hypothesized by biologists that morphine's in dairies so that there's an extra incentive for the baby cow or pig or whatever to nurse on the mother and get fed. It's like a reward. Unfortunately, for humans, we just don't nurse for like a few months or something like that. You're drinking milk for years, for the rest of your life if you're a non-vegan type person. So anyway, yeah, just understand that there's a slightly addictive component in dairy. If you're having issues with that, I would say just eat a bunch of like vegan substitutes at the beginning, like vegan cheese, vegan. Hopefully you're already drinking like some kind of oat milk or something like that. But yeah, just have the vegan substitutes and go hard on them, because it doesn't take that long for you to like lose that slight physical dependency to dairy. So let me know. Let me know if that helps you out, if you have any other questions. So let me see what Bob is saying. Bob says they ate animals in the Garden of Eden, not in the Old Testament. When they were in the Garden of Eden, did they eat animals? So let me see if there's let's see if there's so Jen, you got the shirt. You got the woke narcissistic compassion shirt. Awesome. That was you. Okay, you named the livestock, but I'm talking about the Garden of Eden. Okay, according to the Bible, this is from Carl. According to the Bible, death did not enter the world until the fall of Adam and Eve. Naming the animals is not the same as eating them. And why call them livestock? There was no such thing as farming or agriculture in the Garden of Eden. Livestock is a synonym for animals, but livestock has a connotation that animals doesn't have. Livestock has a connotation that man is exploiting them and using them, their bodies and what have you. What's that, Angie? Your phone keeps trying out the stuff Ryan is saying? I don't understand that. Let's see. And who cares what they did back in the day, too? I'm just curious if it says that. Not that it would make any difference in how I live my life and the slightest bit. I'm just curious if it's in the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve are chomping down dead animals, because I don't believe they were. But again, I'm not a biblical scholar, so if anyone has the answer to that. Yeah, so macho super hetero. What was it? You're vegan because... Wait, let me see. I'm not vegan because you need to keep your masculinity. How does vegan steal your masculinity, macho superhero? And in fact, you'll be our first person for the poop wall tonight. How's that sound to you?
Oh, cruelty-free.
Oops, wrong one.
I'm going to leave your words on this board for all.
Let's get you on the poop wall here. So here are the rules that we all must abide by in order to not get kicked off Ryan's live stream. Really basic stuff. Anyway, here we go. So tell me more about this. How does veganism erase your masculinity or deplete your masculinity? Because that's what you're saying. You're saying, here's your argument, macho super hetero. Veganism or eating all plants, which is it? The diet or the philosophy depletes a male's masculinity. Therefore, next premise would be, it's super important to me to have a high degree of masculinity. Therefore, you will never go vegan because you need to keep your masculinity. So let me know, what are you talking about? Be specific. How does vegan make your masculinity diminish or disappear? Really curious. What do you guys think about this? Farm to dangerous. So Adam gave them names, so that was easier to identify which ones to eat. And again, livestock. How can you? I see farm to dangerous talking about the same thing I am. Like livestock. Like livestock means has a different connotation than animal. You didn't have livestock in the Garden of Eden. There weren't enough people to do animal husbandry and produce meat and products for people. It's just a misinterpretation, it sounds like. Yeah, hey Giovanni. I didn't know it means what it means to be manly is to have high cholesterol. Clearly this guy has never seen a vegan bodybuilder before. And just not bodybuilders are masculine. I'm masculine AF, you know? I mean, I have super high testosterone. I'm athletic. I play sports. I regularly go to the gym and kick the crap out of guys that are 19 on the basketball court. I mean, that's pretty manly. So anyway, so Macho, where are you? We have your words here for all to see, and you're not defending them. So let me know, how does veganism diminish your masculinity? I heard Angie's put a big laugh. What made you laugh there, Angie? What happened? I must have missed something. Okay. Well, you still haven't improved. Bob still hasn't proved that in the Garden of Eden, that Adam and Eve and whoever might have been there with them, if there were other humans, were eating dead animals. That's his assertion, but I've seen no evidence yet that the Garden of Eden involves slitting the throats of animals or hitting them with clubs or whatever they used back then to kill an animal. I still have no evidence that Adam and Eve were killing animals. So let me know, is it true or is it false that Adam and Eve were killing animals in the Garden of Eden? Yeah, Tracy, such fragile masculinity on display today, huh? So we never heard back from our hey Eponostem, how's it going? We still never heard back from our poop ball. I just flung some poop and bailed. Where's up? Where's your argument or evidence or support for this completely ridiculous claim? Hey Wesker, yeah, a giant soy boob is growing from your long vegan beard, huh? So anyway, yeah, Trapped in the Matrix is kind of saying the same thing. I am looking at Bob to give us the verses about Adam and Eve clearly killing animals. I want to see that. Macho, no one's deleting your comments, bro. You're making stuff up. How come? It's funny. How come the comments where you complain about your comments getting deleted, those show up just fine, but the ones where you say something super profound like this get deleted? I'm not buying it, you know. So no one's deleting your comments, you know. You're so ANCAP, right? Just admit that you're ANCAP, right? You're the only people that complain about your comments getting deleted in the comments. You make a comment about how you can't comment even though you're commenting. Yeah, Graham babies, yeah. You bring up some good points about the Garden of Eden, but I just want to see if there's any evidence to support what Bob's saying, that they were slitting animals' throats or hitting them with sticks to kill them, to eat them, because I'm extremely skeptical. Yeah, Carl raises a good point that the only reason you might have comments being deleted would be that you're using banned words. So make sure your words aren't like swear words or words that, you know, might be hateful or something like that. You know, have some words that were, like I just told you, Macho, make sure you don't use any words that are like, you know, swear words, like the F word or stuff like that, or words that would be hateful towards people who are LGBTQ or culture or race or something like that. Just stuff you shouldn't say anyway, stuff you shouldn't ever say at work or school. Okay, just speak in a civil manner and your comment won't get banned. All right, it's simple as that. Hey, Dinah Bananas, plant-based. Ex-King Felix. I've been eating soy for decades. My chest is flat. Sorry to burst your bubble. So hopefully Macho will come back again without his comment being deleted, because he's not going to use any swear or hate language. Use the word for the male gender. That won't get your comment deleted. You can say male all you want. You could say man, male, masculine. None of those words are trouble words. We're talking about words that would like send you to the principal's office if you were in school, or words that might get you fired or suspended from work if you have a job. So yeah, you can say male. Male. Male's a fine word. Hey, AJ Finage, how's it going? Jake Man, why vegans so mad at people eating a burger? Can't they just let me try this again. Why vegan? Do you understand you need a verb there? Why vegan? Why vegan? Why vegan? Because we find it an immoral action to needlessly harm and exploit animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. That's why vegan. Why vegan so mad? That sounds like a caveman, Jake. Try a little harder, bro. Why vegan so mad at people eating a burger? Can't they just understand that you shouldn't attack people for eating food? If you can phrase your question a little bit better, you just don't understand why what vegans are attacking people for eating food. Like attack, like be specific. Did some vegan go attack a guy eating a burger? I mean, it's probably happened, but that's not normal. Just like, dog bites man is normal, but once in a blue moon, a man bites a dog too. That doesn't make it normal. So anyway, animals aren't food, AJ. Yeah, AJ answers the question. Animals aren't food. So that's why vegans may get a little upset, because you're totally fine with victimizing animals. You're totally cool with that. Jake Man, more like caveman, haha. John Doe, am I concerned about arsenic and rice? Yeah, I made a whole video series. I reviewed Dr. Greger, nutritionfacts.org. He put like a long 10-part video series on arsenic and rice. I summarized it really nicely in one video. Bottom line is, don't eat rices from the southern states from the United States. Like, that whole like Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, that whole area, there's higher arsenic content in the rice there. If you have rices grown, say, in California or the Himalayas or other areas, low arsenic. So yeah, you just gotta be conscious of where your rice is grown if you're trying to avoid arsenic in rice. Let's see. Graven Babies, I heard they smoked weed in the Garden of Eve. Maybe they did, huh? Oh, man. Yeah, Peter eats burgers, right? Well, a lot of us vegans eat burgers. Peter, I eat burgers like 3 or 4 times a month. So many delicious burgers out there with no animals in them. So if you love burgers, you can be totally vegan. You can still eat burgers. You can eat hot dogs and sausages and whatever. If you really got to have that stuff, it's out there. And it's not just like it made out of, there's some it made out of like bean patties and stuff like that. You can still get those old school vegan burger patties, but there's the new high tech ones. They're, pretty much indistinguishable to your average person. John Doe, we're more of an ethical vegan channel. We're not like a nutrition science channel, even though nutrition is important. But yeah, we're more ethical vegan questions. If you want to ask some more, I answered your arsenic question. If you want to ask some stuff that's more about ethical vegan, that's cool. What's that? 213 Space Force. Have you seen how they have made plants have a heartbeat? Kind of destroys the ethical side of being vegan. Plants have a heartbeat. So how can you have a heartbeat if you don't have a heart? Can you explain how you said a heartbeat? And let's look at what a heartbeat is. Okay, let's look at the definition of heartbeat, because I'm extremely dubious that a plant has a heartbeat. So I know this is kind of strange. Definition of heartbeat. So let's see what a heartbeat is. The pulsation of the heart. A single pulsation of the heart. So how does a plant, plants don't have hearts, how can plants produce a heartbeat? I don't understand. Like, if you removed a heart from a human being would be incapable of producing a heartbeat. So how are plants like these weird special creatures that produce heartbeats? And also too, who was it that said that? 2 and 3 Space Force. Do you even care about that? Like cows, chickens, and pigs, they do have hearts, and they do have heartbeats until their throats are slit or they're shot in the neck by people in a slaughterhouse. You are aware that they indeed have hearts and heartbeats, but you're concerned about plants, heartless plants having heartbeats. You're all concerned about plants. You're like a full-on plant activist. Oh, plants are alive and screaming.
Oh, cruelty-free. Yeah. Not to those screaming plants that you can't hear. They fucking scream, man.
Right.
They make noise. And they know when they're being eaten.
So we have a plant activist who's all concerned about plants beating hearts, which they don't have, but doesn't give a crap about mammals that have hearts. Huh. Oh, you have an argument now, Macho? Let me see if I missed your argument here. Macho, you're flinging poop on the wall. First, you said stuff like, you're saying stuff about vegan makes you lose your masculinity. Asked you why, and then now you're saying stuff about that. It's not even talking about masculinity. Now you're saying animals are part of our natural diet. It's simple. Do you see how you're flinging poop on the walls? You see that eating plants and its relationship to masculinity has nothing to do with animals are part of our natural diet. It's simple. They are here to serve as our food. What's so hard to understand? You're just flinging them poop on the walls. So I'm going to put you in timeout because you're not following our directions. So I'm going to put you in timeout. I'm letting you know right now, Super Macho, I am putting you in timeout because you are not following my rules here. And if you know what my rules are, again, let's take a look because I know this is so difficult for people to grasp. First, you came on here and did a personal attack on me, so you violated rule number 1. And then when trying to debunk veganism, as you're doing, I'll only discuss one of your claims at a time. Don't bring up new claims. Don't bring poop on my walls here, bro. So I will time you out or ban you if it gets worse than this. So yes, don't come back saying, I don't know, I was timed out. I don't know what happened. I've explained to you very clearly what you did and why you were timed out for not following my simple rules here. Yeah, he's a troll, and that's why I took didn't restrain myself for a second to ban ANCAP. Okay, so anyway, let's get back to it. Giovanni, is sarcasm allowed in the chat against trolls? Usually. I don't have a ban against sarcasm. Best brand of nut milk? I don't have any personal favorite brands. I'll go to whoever's at the market. Trader Joe's has their own thing. Whole Foods has different brands of oat milk. That's what our favorite. So yeah, I don't have any brand loyalty. They're all pretty much the same. Veganism is not a religion. Indeed, Graven Babies. Who is saying that? Is someone trying to assert that veganism is a religion, Graven? Let me know. And if someone is here saying veganism is a religion, is it Bob, I wonder? Make yourself known if you're the one sitting there in the live chat, and I missed it, saying that veganism is a religion. 213 Space Force. No. Plants don't have heartbeats. You're thinking, I'm not for or against eating plants or animals. However, there's videos of breathing plants with heartbeats. Well, how can they breathe? Plants don't have lungs. Yes, they can absorb oxygen, but when you're saying breathe, you're using human-centric terms to describe properties that a different kind of living organism has. It's totally different than this. They don't breathe. They don't have lungs. They don't have heartbeats. How can you never answer my question? How a heartless thing like a piece of kale can produce a heartbeat? There's no heart producing a heartbeat. Like, do they have blood pressure? Like, how far are you going to take this? If they have a heartbeat, what is the function of the heart? Is to pump blood through a body to bring it oxygen and other nutrients. So do plants have blood pressure? Let me know. Do plants get heart disease? Like, how far are you going to take this? This is ridiculous. I'm sure there's a video. I'm sure some nut like Sfarage or something probably made a video or something like that. It's not that hard to make some kind of complete wacky, zany misinformation video about plants. You know, they're living things.
Cruelty-free.
Yeah.
Not to those screaming plants that you can't hear. They fucking scream, man.
Right.
They make noise. They know when they're being...
So there's Bob. Bob, veganism is a set of moral beliefs. No, it's not. It's functionally a religion. No, it's not. No, Bob, you're absolutely wrong here. Let's go see what veganism really is and is not, okay? So let's all get a drink. Veganism. It's a philosophy. It's not a set of beliefs. It's pretty much one belief, Bob. It's one belief. It's a philosophy and a corresponding way of living that's in accordance with that philosophy that excludes, as far as possible and practical, all forms of cruelty and exploitation of animals. Vegans basically have a philosophy. What is this philosophy? That it's wrong to exploit animals. We're against animal cruelty and exploitation. It's not a set of beliefs. If you truly believe that it's wrong to exploit animals, wrong to be cruel to animals, but when it comes time to have dinner, are you going to eat an animal? No. How can you be morally or just logically consistent if you're just going to eat a hamburger or whatever, or chicken, and still believe that it's wrong to harm animals? So it's a philosophy and a way of living, meaning you're not going to go out and buy dead animals to eat. You're not going to buy a leather basketball or what have you. So it's not a religion. It's people that have a pretty simple belief that it's wrong to harm animals. How is that a religion? It's like saying people who have the same belief, like it's wrong to murder humans. Are they a religion? Like, yeah. I mean, how is that any different? We're just saying it's wrong to kill animals and exploit animals. It's not much different from it saying that it's wrong to kill and murder humans. Is that a religion if you believe it's wrong to murder or kill humans, Bob? Just curious. Why do I want to exploit kale? All right, you're just joking with us, 213 Space Force. I'm going to put you in timeout just for trolling with us, okay? Kale doesn't get exploited. You can't exploit a non-sentient being. So I'm just putting you in timeout for just trolling, basically. I should put that in one of my rules here. Don't be a friggin' troll. How can you exploit a non-sentient being? You know, it's like, it's like exploit. Oh, you don't need me to go. Where's the suit? I was considering wearing the suit today, VLAM, but, just didn't get around to it. Hey, Jen Marie, it definitely doesn't suck being vegan. Lol, Ryan is going to quote the vegan Bible. No, I'm just showing you what the definition is, Bob. Basically, we don't need to even look at the Vegan Society's definition. I just show it to you in case you're having trouble understanding. Just basically the belief. I have the belief in my brain, my mind right now, and I have for over 12 years now, that it's wrong to exploit animals. It's wrong to kill animals. How is that like a religion? It's just like I have the belief in my head that it's wrong to kill and exploit human beings. How is that a religion? It's not. Neither constitute a religion. You're going to have to do some pretty big mental gymnastics to show how one of those, if it's about animals, that's a religion. If it's about humans, it's not a religion. Yeah, Jen, your kale likes being exploited. Yeah, Daniel, veganism is a philosophy that leads to a cult whose leader is yours truly. The vegan god will send you to hell for eating that bacon. It's true enough. There you go, Farm to Dangerous. It's wrong to punch puppies. I'm now a priest in the no puppy punching religion. Yeah, I should file for a tax exemption status thing there, huh? Hey, Apano, there are no metaphysical aspects of veganism, which is often part of most religions, maybe not like a lot of Eastern, like Buddhists. But yeah, there's no metaphysics or supernatural or anything like that in veganism. Again, it's just this belief that it's wrong to punch puppies. It's wrong to harm animals. How is that a religion? It's like saying people who are against murder are in a religion. Jake, I'm just curious. You're asking about like parents. How would it make a difference to you if my parents were or were not vegan? Just curious. Just curious, Jake. I'll answer your question. I want to know how that makes a difference in your line of reasoning here, if you want to call it that. JAP. It's a belief, though. Yeah, it's a belief. It's a belief that it's wrong to exploit animals. We all have beliefs in our heads. Yeah, we believe it's wrong maybe to fire nuclear weapons and destroy humanity. We believe that, you know. I mean, there's many beliefs that people might have. I believe that Christmas is on Sunday. You know, it's a belief. I am certain I am vegan. Let's see. Uncle, if it's wrong to punch a puppy, why would it be okay to hit a pig or kill it for food? Huh? Good point there, if we're going to be consistent. John Steffen, maybe if vegans meet once a week at the vegan temple to read the definition of veganism for an hour, that would be funny. Huh? Then maybe there would be a point there. If all we did for an hour, can you imagine a live stream here on this channel where we did nothing but read the definition of veganism for an hour? We did that every Friday. We start off maybe for 10 minutes, let's say. Let's start off every live stream on Friday for 10 minutes doing nothing other than just repeatedly reading over the definition of veganism over and over again. Yeah, it's a moral belief, Bob. It's a moral belief. Just like me thinking it's morally wrong to kill and exploit human beings. Yeah, it's a moral belief. How is that not a religion? If you're saying the belief of being against harming and exploiting animals as a religion, how is it not a religion when applied to humans? Just curious. You still haven't answered that one, Bob. Just curious. Jake, so you're saying if my parents aren't vegan, in your mind, they would be as worse as a person kicking a puppy. No, that doesn't follow at all. You're making it sound like I hate all non-vegans or something like that. Is that what your assumption is there? Yes, ex-King Felix. All of us reading it out loud. Yeah, John Zook. Here's some more advice. I've kind of lost John Zook in all these troll talk here. Yeah, I remember John Zook's trying to get rid of the last remaining non-vegan parts of the diet, the dairy, the stuff with the addictive bits. Yeah, stop eating dairy for a couple weeks and also get rid of artificial sweeteners. Yeah, stop eating dairy and replace it with vegan stuff. If you like cheese, get a bunch of vegan cheese. Get like more than you think you'd ever want, so you don't ever have to like worry about having cravings for non-vegan cheese. Bob Hill, do I think non-vegans are immoral? I mean, what do you mean by that? Like, I believe that. Here it is. You're trying to. I see what you're trying to do there, Bob. Good attempt there. It's not that necessarily. I think you're trying to say like more like murder is moral. I believe that a lot of us just didn't understand that it was wrong. Like, you know, if so, I would have been as guilty as anyone. Yeah, I was guilty as any non-vegan for like, you know, the first 40 odd years of my life being non-vegan. So I understand what it's like to be raised in a culture where eating dead animals is normal. If you're vegan, you're considered weird in most places. But yeah, I still like my mom. I don't think she's evil or anything like that. I'm trying to make her eat vegan, but she always has dumb excuses as to why she couldn't. But yeah, you're trying to make it sound like, oh, so therefore you like hate all non-vegans. No, we just believe it's here's the thing, Bob. It's just what can you do as a person? I can't force my mom to go vegan. I can't force anyone. It's an individual choice, a decision that an individual makes his or herself. When the person decides, hey, or realizes, you know, yeah, I know killing animals is wrong. And then you realize like, oh, you don't have to. You can just eat plants and be totally fine. That's when you go vegan. You compare someone eating a burger like a mass murder. No, I didn't say that. I just said I believe it's wrong. It's wrong for humans to murder other humans. I believe that's wrong. Humans shouldn't murder and exploit and kill other humans. And I also believe we shouldn't kill animals too. I'm not sure where you're saying that we're the mass murderer. I never once said non-vegans are same as mass murderers. Maybe vegan gains or some extremists far vegan like that might say something like that. Bob, I'm not judging others. I just said I'm not judging others. I just provide information. about how it's absolutely unnecessary to kill animals, because most people know it's wrong to harm animals, right? Most people, if they saw an animal being harmed right in front of them, they wouldn't go, whoa, that's so cool, whoa, check it out, man, the guy's sitting there like slitting the throat of a goat, oh, bitching. They know it's wrong, they'd be horrified and shocked, but people have this false belief about how they need to eat animals in order to keep on living, or they have this weird belief like, oh, yeah, those vegans are cool, but I could never live like that. That is so hard just to eat plants. I need all this protein because of some stupid reason or something like that. So yeah, I provide information, show them, no, these concerns that people have, these excuses that people have as to why they could never possibly go vegan are not justified reasons. They just don't hold any water once you start examining them more critically. Hey, Lynn, I'm pretty tired of the whole Jesus told us to eat meat argument. He didn't. He basically said people are focused on the wrong thing. Yeah, I don't remember any passages, too, where it said, I've read the Old and New Testament, even though I'm not Christian, I've obviously, it's not like I've never read any of the Bible. Yeah, I don't remember anything in there where Jesus said, hey, you got to eat meat. In order to get into the kingdom of heaven, you got to eat some cows and pigs. Yeah, John, most good people, meaning non-psychopathic, non-sociopathic people, have an instinct to care for an animal that needs help. Or if they see an animal being harmed, they have an instinct to not respond in a, whoa, that's really cool manner. I mean, if you do, then you have some psychopathic, sociopathic, or whatever issues. Yeah, anyway. Let's see, John's like, you live in a strange area. Every grocery store near you sells rotting and nearly expired food, but you got 30 minutes out. You go 30 minutes out and all fresh and 80 cents cheaper. Wow. Yeah, VLAM, yeah, instead of like coming here and just trying to cause trouble, yeah, Bob, how come you don't want to like try going vegan? I mean, it doesn't suck being vegan, Bob. It really doesn't. I mean, there's no downside other than like, trolls or something like that, but it doesn't suck being vegan. I mean, why wait any longer? Why keep on harming animals needlessly when you don't have to? You just eat more plants, So instead of like, trying to poke holes in veganism, why don't you just try it out, It's not that hard. Yeah, darling. Yeah, the more you learn, the more compassion you have, the more strong convictions you have for veganism, huh? Yeah, Daniel, vegan foods are more expensive. Yeah, it depends what you mean by vegan foods. I mean, there's beans and rice and all legumes, grains, pretty friggin' cheap stuff. I mean, that's some of the cheapest foods on the planet. Yeah, if you're talking about like a Beyond sausage, yeah, I don't buy that, like $8. Yeah, that's like way too much. I'd rather eat some just whole food plants anyway. But it depends. If you can buy really expensive non-vegan foods, right? I mean, it's true. Any diet, whether it's vegan or non-vegan, can be constituted in a really pricey way, getting the priciest stuff at the priciest markets, or buying like really budget-friendly stuff that's healthy for you. So that's not true. It's really not true. Yeah, if you buy like packaged products, yeah, it can get quite pricey, but there's nothing about veganism that makes you have to buy those packaged expensive products like us. We rarely do. We pretty much exist on like, what Jordan Peterson was calling peasant food. And I love my peasant food. Jake, yeah, it's about time to ban Jake, man, huh? Happy Healthy Vegan. Why you look so sad? Is it 'cause you're old, or is it 'cause you're vegan, or both? I mean, what's wrong with aging through time? Like, what's the alternative? Dying? I mean, I'm really that old. I mean, how come when I'm so old, I'm like still so physically active and really athletic? So I mean, yeah, I'm chronologically 55 years old, but you're gonna have a hard time finding someone in my age that's like is competent, like say on the basketball court as I am, unless they were like a pro and they've kept in really good shape for a long time. But yeah. So yes, one day too, Jake, if you don't die, you will be 55 too. And you want me to be sitting there waiting in the wings to come online and go, you're old, Jake, you're an old guy. That's ageism. That's freaking harassment, bro. I mean, look at here. Be civil. No personal attacks, harassment. So you're harassing me for being like maybe the age of your dad or something like that. Yeah, nice ageism there. What else are you? You're ageist? Are you sexist? Are you homophobic? Are you racist? What other forms of hate do you practice on a regular basis there, Jake? Just curious, you know? I mean, look at is this an embarrassment? Do I look like I've made such horrible decisions that I look like this at age 55? I mean, really? I mean, I should be so like horrified. I mean, I've just aged so poorly. I mean, you know, I'm slam dunking and, you know, I'm 55, I look like this. I mean, come on. Yeah, Jake, you will age too. Unless you die, you will be 55 too. And you want me to tease you? You want me to age shame you when you're 55, Jake? Come on. You know how stupid that is to harass someone for not dying. You know, that's what you're basically saying. Oh, if you died when you're 30, you would be young forever. You're basically harassing me for not dying. Yeah, Jake, man, if you're lucky, you'll grow old. Yeah, AJ Vintage, old age, it's a privilege denied too many. Yeah, I don't think I look terribly bad for my age. I'm not going to come out and say I look the most awesome looking person ever, you know, there's no one better looking than me at 50. I'm not saying stuff, I'm just saying I know what other 55-year-olds look like, and, you know, just to put it mildly, I think I'm doing pretty well, all right? VLAM, Jake, we don't know how old you are, but you're acting like a 5-year-old, totally. So Jake, yeah, we're going to ban you because you violated our rule here of harassment and personal attacks. So you're gone, Jake. You know, I don't know what to tell you. You did this to yourself. I showed the rules. How many times tonight, guys? I mean, we could drink every time I showed the rules tonight. I mean, yeah, I mean, like, how is being ageist and harassing me for not dying, like, not a personal attack or harassment? So house and say, hey man, you're alive and 55 and that's horrible. They'd kick him out. So yeah, Jake has been banned. Bye-bye. And you can't come back. Once you're banned, you're banned. Thanks, Fall Died. I didn't know. Almost glowing. Shit, you're 55. Wouldn't have guessed a day over 30. Well, thank you. Yeah, usually when I play guys on the basketball court, they think in the 30s, you know. 35 is very common. Then when I tell them after I beat them that I'm 55, they're like, they don't know how to process that. Seriously, it doesn't process. So anyway, what have I missed during all that banning there? It seems like people are not too sad about Jake being banned tonight. So, what else you guys asking about here? Have I seen the Veg Source video on vegans getting cancer? No. Are you talking about Jeff Nelson? No, I don't watch anything from that weird guy. Oh no, I know. You're talking about like plant-based news video there, Uncle. No, I haven't watched it yet. I can find that, but thanks though. Thanks, Uncle. Let's see. What's trapped in the Matrix? You said you're poor and vegan. You save money since going vegan. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. A lot of people say their grocery bills have decreased since going vegan because they're buying like grains and legumes and stuff like that. I say, but those people are just ignorant. Yeah, vegans can be ignorant too. Yeah, vegans can be ignorant too. I've seen some of the worst people I've banned on this channel have been vegans. People have said some of the meanest, craziest, wackiest, hateful things have been vegans, believe it or not. So I ban everyone. Anyone who can't follow these basic rules of civility. If If you're being hateful and mean, that can be from a vegan or a non-vegan. It's not like I'm just picking on meat eaters, you know? Yeah, you might be a jerky jerk, Raven Babies, but you're civil. That's all that matters here. Can we all be civil together? Allie, I really dislike ageism the most. Yeah, that's just so lame. It's like, oh, you're older than me. Like, yeah, and they say that in a negative way, not a positive way. It's probably one of the last isms that no one seems to truly care about. That and veganism. People are bigots toward vegans, too. So I get it all. You know, being in my 50s, being vegan, and Asian. I get all sorts of isms. Let's see. Dusty Dud, you did try plant-based diet. You felt really limited. What do you mean you felt limited? What does that mean? I mean, when you're eating meat, you're just like eating the same, like, what, 4 or 3 animals basically. Like, you know, it's like, what do you mean? Then you could find there's even more plants. Like, you're already eating plants. Just eat more of those. And then in addition to those plants you're already eating, Dusty Dud, there's like tons of other plants that you could probably discover that you weren't eating prior. I find like my diet is more diverse and wide-ranging now than ever. You know, it doesn't feel limiting in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, peasant food, Vegan Wesker, tofu. Yeah, soy curls are great too. Yeah, Tracy, our moderator, got us into soy curls. So it's been quiet now since we blocked and banned a few of these trolls. I can like just take a deep breath now. And go, ah, thank God. People even have an ism for how you play guitar. There's isms for that too. Yeah, Darlene just says what I did. Yeah, Dusty Dude, you're really taking out of your previously non-vegan diet is generally 7 or 8 items. You know, like, you know, you can count them all, like, you know, chickens and cows and pigs and fish and butter and milk and cheese. It's not that much stuff, you know. You could lump those last 3 up as one product, dairy. Yeah, follow a diet, and the variety of his diet too increased incredibly when you start eating plant-based, because you discover all these great plants you weren't eating. You were eating some plants, and you find there's a huge array, a diversity of plants that you have yet to really like try. That's funny, Peter. Yeah. The soy curls, I believe Angie was buying them on Amazon, I believe. Where are you guys getting your soy curls, Graven? Let's see. You guys are making me hungry now. Star in Eyes 88 question: if vegans call plant activists hypocrites for walking on grass, why do they walk on bugs? I'm not sure I understand that. Do I not like plant-based news? I actually had a few issues with Klaus of plant-based news. I like the other guys, but I've had some personal problems with Klaus. Nothing big, nothing. I still respect them. They're not like, you know, I'm not talking bad about them. It's kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, and I don't really like. I kind of feel that every time I see some of their stuff, their content. So that's it. That's it. In case you're watching, Klaus, it's all cool. It's all cool. Don't worry. I'm not mad at you or anything like that. I just kind of have a bad feeling about some past interactions. I don't know anything about that vocal. That sounds very scientific, and that's not my thing. I'm the most awesome looking person. Well, thank you, Darlene. I completely disagree with that, but thank you. That's nice of you to say. Peter, yeah, I can't disagree with that. I'm not going to mention her name, but yeah, that might be the worst vegan ever. She's definitely up there for sure. UV. Okay, that's where you get your soy curls, grabbing. Cool. I'll ask Angie where she gets hers. I'll let her know that there's a cheaper alternative out there. Okay, X-King Fetus. So you think you understand what that staring eyes person was asking about, like stepping on bugs? Accidentally treading on bugs is sometimes unavoidable. Let's look at the definition of veganism. in case staring eyes isn't aware what veganism is. It's not a perfect state of being where no harm is ever happening to any creature on God's green earth or whatever. It's not like that at all. It's a way of living and philosophy. It seeks to exclude as far as possible and practicable all forms of cruelty and exploitation of animals. So if you step on a bug, that's not exploiting the animal, but it's cruelty. You're causing them harm. But I mean, you gotta go places. If you drive over a bug in your car, I mean, you're going somewhere. I mean, you're saying vegans aren't allowed to walk the streets. Vegans aren't allowed to go to work in cars or buses because the car or bus might accidentally run over a bug or something like that. I mean, no, it's as far as possible and practical. We need to go to work. We need to participate in the world. Vegans just can't stay home and hide because we might squash a bug or something like that. So yeah, a lot of people have this weird idea that veganism means you're a perfect being, and if you cause any harm to any other creature out there, veganism is null and void. You're not a vegan. You're a hypocrite. No, none above. Here's what they're trying to say. Hey, you stepped on a bug, therefore I'm going to eat steak every day. It's like, no, it doesn't follow from that. You know, the stepping on a bug is not intentional, and you're intentionally participating in a whole practice of animal agriculture, slaughterhouse, buying it at the butcher or the market, and you're intentionally eating it. You're making conscious decisions that are having rippling effects throughout the meat producing economy. Stepping on a bug is an unintentional act with no economic. You're not like voting, hey, let's kill more bugs by stepping on. But every time you buy a steak, you're telling the slaughterhouses and meat producers to keep making more of that stuff. So Star and I saw some live streams of yours. You said people defending plants' rights were hypocrites because they were walking on grass, but you can't. No, here's the whole point. That if they were true plant activists, it's not even getting what you're talking about there, Star. It's funny how these plant activists, you know,
cruelty free, not to those screaming plants that you can't hear. They fucking scream, man. Right. They make noise.
Yeah, these people that are arguing for the rights of plants. We had someone on earlier saying plants have heartbeats. Well, that's quite amazing since they don't have a heart. You know, can I measure their blood pressure too? I mean, anyway, people that are all concerned about plants being harmed, it's strange how they have zero concern about animals being harmed. And we all know animals are sentient beings. They have brains. They have central nervous systems. The brains produce consciousness. They're self-aware. They know when they're being harmed. Plants don't have any of that going on for them. But these people are trying to like pretend they care about plants and the feelings of plants and plants not getting harmed or anything, yet they seem to have no concern about animals feeling pain or harm. Like, explain that to me. How can you be a plant activist and just not give a crap about beings that are obviously sentient and conscious with brains and central nervous system? That's what irks me more than anything. Whew, I'm starting to feel hungry again. I guess my gym trip today took more out of me than I thought. I just want to keep on eating. Yeah, nutritional use, guys. Yeah, I mean, I never heard of it too before I was when I was non-vegan, like you guys, Darlene and Peter. Yeah, have it all the time, pretty much every day. It's just like you discover more and more things when you're vegan, plant-based. You know, it's like some people say, oh, it's so limiting. Like, no, you discover new foods all the time when you're vegan. Up to a certain point, then it starts to slow down. But you learn a lot when you first get into it. Anyway, yeah, King Felix said this whole plant activism thing is a contrived joke. Does anybody actually take it seriously? Does Joe Rogan really care? Does he truly care about plants?
Cruelty free, not to those screaming.
And does Staring Eyes 88 really care about plants? Love of plants, yet eating animals. Like, how is it that you can be so concerned about the rights of kale and broccoli, but not give a crap about cows, pickings, chigs, and fish? Interesting. You want to see me eat? Well, I just can't make magically food appear for me, Bob. I wish I could. I could yell at Angie, hey, make me some, but that's not right. That would be cool. I wish I could eat for you, Bob, and others. That would be awesome. What is the proper term, though? Blint Eve, proper term for what? Huh, never heard of that, Peter, on Amazon. Interesting, huh? Yeah, darling, there you go. You can, all these other cultures have a lot of plant stuff on their menu. Indian, Ethiopian for starters there, yeah. You don't want to eat right. That's good. Farm to dangerous. I wasn't worried about that, but thanks for clarifying that. Maybe they're plant activists as much as possible in practice. I'm just saying there's no such thing as plant activists. You guys are lying. How can you be so concerned about the rights of kale being violated? Seriously, are you honestly concerned about the rights of kale being violated? But you don't care about the rights of cows being violated. Explain that to me, Star and Eyes 88. How can you be so concerned for the rights of kale, yet no rights, or who cares about rights for cows, chickens, and pigs and stuff? Just kind of curious to explain that, like, seemingly what's the word I'm looking for, the contradiction. Okay, just because it exists, I'm just going, how can you be concerned about the rights of kale and broccoli and not be concerned at all about the rights of mammals? I just don't understand that. You're fighting for the rights of kale and broccoli, but screw the pigs, cows, and chickens. Hey, Atomic Vegan, thanks. Ooh, pizza tonight. Ooh, think about that. Ooh, that sounds good, AJ. Making me hungry. I'm so hungry today. I don't think I ate enough yesterday. Maybe I'm feeling the effects today, but thank you so much. I think that was our first super chat tip of the evening here, guys. Wow. That was, man, an hour plus on, and no super chat tips. So if you want to leave your weekly cult dues, please do so. Hey, are you listening, Fu? I saw you said you were going to be driving like for 6 hours, Fu Man Poo. So if you're not here in the chat, I understand you're probably safely driving. So if you're listening right now, Fu Man Poo, hello. Hope you're doing fine, and don't pull over and text us. Just get to where you're going safely. That's our number one wish for you there. Yeah, X-King Felix. Yeah, all these plant activists like Joe Rogan,
cruelty-free,
and Star and Eyes 88, they know that they don't care about plants. I know he or she doesn't give a crap about the rights of broccoli, right? Let me see. Because plants are the most looked down on. They're seen as objects. They're more intelligent and alive than you think. No, they're not more alive than I think. They are alive. How can they be more alive than alive? They are alive. Do you understand? I don't think they're more alive. They're alive. And no one denies that plants aren't living. They do things that living things do. They're just different than, say, like mammals and bugs. They have the ability to distinguish between, like, say, daytime and nighttime. Like the leaves can open up and close, but plants aren't sentient. There's no plant that sits there and says, I'm closing up at nighttime, but I'm not feeling it tonight. I'm going to just open up because I want to. I want to be the rebel maverick plant that opens the flowers up at night because I just want to do it. I'm not feeling it like all my other friends here are closed up at night, but I don't want to. See what I'm saying? They don't have the ability to do that. Just because they can react to stimuli doesn't mean they're conscious and have control over that. They're just reacting. They're just purely reacting. Let me know if plants can say, I'm not feeling it tonight. I'm going to open up my flowers just for the hell of it because it's Christmas. I'm going to open up my flowers and feel great. Yeah, we know they can't move. Well, that's just how they're not sentient. If they were sentient, they could just willingly say, I'm not feeling it tonight. I'm going to open up my flowers tonight. No plant can do that because they're not sentient. They can react at night and close their flowers up as they properly do, but they don't have the sentience to be self-aware and go, you know what? I'm going to open up tonight just for the hell of it. I'm going to just let loose and go nuts. You're just grasping at straws. How do you know that? Because they don't. That's why they don't. No plant sits there and thinks, I'm going to open up my roses tonight for the hell of it. Yeah, here's a good one. Regenerative Designs Australia. Let's just say that plants were sentient. I don't know how they could be sentient since they are lacking, say, brains and central nervous systems and heartbeats, because someone said you can measure the heartbeat earlier. But yeah, even if they are sentient, they aren't as sentient as, say, a cow, right? Let's say a plant has a really primitive form of consciousness and sentience, which they don't. it's still way less than what a cow has. I mean, can you understand the difference there? John says, he asks his kale what music it's in the mood for every morning. And sometimes the kale might say, I don't want what you were playing me yesterday. I want something fresh and new. Can you get me a different genre? I like jazz, Graven babies, I'm vegan because I can't stand plants. Their screams make them taste better. Yeah, speaking like a true Satanist there, huh? Darlene raises a very valid question, and this sounds like it might be an ad hominem attack against meat eaters, but it's true. Why do 99.9% of these meat eater arguments generally sound stupid? They're trying to justify eating meat by arguing that a brainless plant is sentient. They're trying to tell me that my bananas are sentient. Really, I'm eating sentient bananas all the time. My kale is sentient. I mean, this is just completely absurd. They're not sentient beings. They don't have brains. What part of the banana is sentient? Is the banana tree sentient? Is the fruit sentient? Are the branches sentient? What can you locate for me where the sentience is produced in? In a mammal, you can point at things like the brains. You can point at central nervous systems. But can you tell us, Star and Eyes 88, please enlighten me. Teach me something I don't know about. Can you tell me where the sentience is produced? All right, is that fair enough? I just identified for you where we could point to in a human or an animal where sentience is produced. Can you tell me where, say in a apple tree, where is the sentience at? Is it in the fruit? Is it in the tree? Is it in the trunk? Is it in the leaves? Is it in the branches? Where is the sentience located? Where can we point to it? Everything for them is, you're saying the whole thing is sentient. If I break a branch, the branch is sentient. I pull an apple down, it's sentient. I go chip off a piece of the trunk, it's sentient. This is completely absurd. Can you point to any biologists that have this interpretation that you have, that every part of a tree is sentient, every part of a plant is sentient? Can you find any science that scientists, or even better, an association of scientists that comes out and says, every part of a tree and plant is sentient. The kale leaf is sentient, the roots are sentient, every single part is sentient. Because as you said, every part of them is sentient. Please tell me how you know this. You seem so certain. Share with me, enlighten me, make me a more intelligent, more educated, informed human being. Share with us how you know that that not only plants are sentient, but that every part of a plant is sentient. That's a huge claim, and educate us. I don't need cold hearth science for morals. I'm just asking you, how do you know this? Are you just giving me an opinion, or is this some kind of scientific consensus? Just share with me, Star and Eyes. How do you know this, that plants are sentient and every part of a plant is sentient? Is this your opinion, or is this a scientifically derived piece of information? Let me know. Hey, Sean Cope, how's it going? Yeah, fall dieting. The leaves, the dead autumn leaves that fall off the tree, those are sentient. Of course, see how absurd this claim is? Every part. So not only are plants sentient, which is an extremely dubious claim, not only are plants sentient, every single part of the plant is sentient. I mean, this is ridiculous. It is the energy in them. Even dirt have it. Okay, Star. So basically you're saying you have no, this is just your opinion. You have no science you can show me. There's no scientific consensus. This is just your belief, right? That you just believe, it's just your belief. I believe weird things too. I could tell you some weird beliefs. Prove me wrong. I'm from planet Z-Box 7. Prove me wrong, Starry Eyes. How do you know that I'm not from planet Z-Box 7? I believe that. I have no science to share with you. I have no objective evidence. I have no photographs of me in my prior life on planet Z-Box 7, but I sincerely believe I'm from planet Z-Box 7. Disprove me, guys. Anyway, hey, Farm Dangerous. Happy Healthy Vegan. Didn't someone once claim that plants were sentient when they moved because of the wind? I think Joe Rogan may have done, or is it someone here? Is this, either way, it was some bonehead argument. Isn't all science just beliefs? Yeah, everything's just a matter of opinion. There's no true facts, you know. Mount Everest isn't the tallest mountain on planet Earth, you know. Planet Z-Box 7 has a mountain. Sometimes I can just say the mountain in my backyard's taller. Prove me wrong. You know, science is just all a bunch of nonsense. Everything, there's no truth, you know. There's no facts whatsoever. We don't live in the United States. There's no fact about that. It's just a matter of opinion. You know, I could say this country's called Z-Box 7. Forget my planet, just the state. We live in this country's called Z-Box 7. There's no objective truths of any kind. Just everything's opinion. And dirt has feelings too, Vegan Wesker. You're from Proxima Centauri B. That's a really good planet system to be from. Yeah, it's a nearby star, and it has a binary, I think, planet system or something there. It's where speculated that origins of human life could have come from. Who knows? Anyway, and enough with the whole plants have sentience thing. Okay, cool, Starry Eyes 88. So yeah, I'm sure there's a few other plants' rights activists out there, and God bless you all, fighting diligently for the rights of broccoli and kale and apples and every single part of every weed and tree and plant and everything. You guys are awesome. I just hope you're not eating animals too, because those are most definitely conscious beings. So if you're concerned about harming or angering or embarrassing your kale, hopefully you're not eating and harming animals who are absolutely capable of experiencing such complex emotions. So thanks, Star and Eyes 88. It's cool. I'm gonna put you in timeout because we're moving on. I don't know what more to say about you, plant activists. What do plant rights activists eat? Regenerative Designs Australia. Too bad I just put them in timeout. They eat meat. That's what they do. They eat meat and plants. Yeah, that's what plants rights activists eat. They are meat eaters and plant eaters. So yeah, it shows you how much they really give a crap about plants' rights. At least vegans who are concerned about the rights of animals, who are known for absolute certainty to be conscious beings, sentient creatures, we don't eat them because we believe that it's wrong to harm and exploit animals. And therefore, we're consistent in our behaviors with there's a consistency between our beliefs and our behaviors. We don't eat them. But plants right activists, they'll huff and puff. Oh man, cruelty-free, plants are screaming. Yet they eat plants and they eat animals. So that's why I don't believe a word that they say, because they don't put it into the practice, their beliefs. Yeah, Peter, if you were a true plant activist, right, Peter, you could only eat rocks, right? You would only be able to eat rocks and maybe soil, possibly rocks and soil, and drink water. That's it, That's the only way to really be a plant activist. Yeah, and Samuel raises a good point. Like, plants are eaten by animals. Like, cows graze on the grass, or they're fed some kind of corn, soy thing in slaughter or factory farming. So they're eating plants too. So, there's no way to get around it. The plant harm is going to happen, and tons of it. There's way more animals. There's 80 billion animals eating plants compared to 8 billion humans eating plants and animals. Yeah, Sean. Good. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Sean Cope. What are you talking about, Bob? Bob Hill, you're talking to Trapped in the Matrix. Who's they? They simply have a different belief system and don't want a rigid system. Are you talking about veganism? How is veganism rigid? That they must abide by to be considered good people. Are you talking about veganism, or are you talking about a religion? Because that's not veganism, what you're describing there. So forgive me if you're talking about something else. Yeah, what about mowing their lawns? Do they have gardeners? I'll think about all the horrors that are happening when the gardeners come and step on the grass and mow the grass and everything. Do plant activists deserve ridicule? Most definitely, Graven Babies, 100%, yes. Ryan, do you agree? Bob Hill, Ryan, do you agree that since everyone harms animals, well, to varying degrees, I mean, if you compare the amount of harm I cause to animals compared to, say, an average non-vegan, it's like comparing, you know, it's enormous, you know? I mean, I accidentally step on a bug once in a while or something. Ryan, do you agree that since everyone harms animals, that it's possible to care about animals and just not want to follow the strict rules of veganism? There's no strict rule, Bob. Oops. There's no strict rules. I mean, it's just a belief that it's wrong to harm animals. Starts off again with the belief, and then there's no rule. I mean, it's all about being consistent in your thinking and your behavior. You think it's wrong to harm animals, so your behavior is consistent with that. If I said, hey, it's wrong to exploit animals and be cruel to animals, yet I was eating steak, then someone would point out, well, if you really believe it's wrong to be cruel to animals, why are you eating steak? So it's not a strict rule. It's just I'm behaving in the only way that's in accordance with my beliefs. How is that a strict rule? It's just acting consistently. That's not strict. Yeah, it just means just don't use animals for your benefits. Thank you, Sean. That's all it means. Don't use / exploit animals for human or personal human benefit. All that grass slaughter. Yeah, Bob is just forever trolling us. I mean, I don't understand how anyone could argue veganism has strict rules. It's not a rule. It's like telling me not to murder someone. I believe it's wrong to murder people, and I don't murder people. It's like telling me, oh, not raping people. You have to follow strict rules. No, I believe it's wrong to rape people, so therefore I'm not going to go and rape people. That's no rule. I just don't do it because I know it's wrong and I don't want to do it. I don't want to harm animals. It's not a rule. I just acting out of my beliefs. I believe it's wrong to harm animals. So why would I want to harm animals? See, there's no strict thing. Whatever Bob's talking about, a strict belief system. It's acting consistently, not acting like a hypocrite. You won't murder people, you lifeist. Exactly. I don't want to rape or we don't have to get into these controversial things like home invasion robbery. I believe it's morally wrong to storm someone's house and beat them and take their shit, and so I don't do that. It's not like I'm following strict rules. I just don't home invasion rob. Yeah, Johnson, come against murder, rape, and home invasion robbery. Yeah, I'm pretty extreme here, huh? What's that, Zoo Love? All animals are connected. If one dies, they still live as long as there's some other species alive. Yes? Where are you going with that? Yeah, Darlene. Yeah, a plant won't be able to run because it's not mobile. But burp there. But a cow knows when someone's coming after it and kill it. A plant doesn't know that. A plant is not aware, self-aware. It's not sentient. It doesn't know a guy's coming after it with a gun or a knife. That's funny, Countryfied Vegan. It's ethical. Plants scream at you all the way, Daniel. Let's see. Bedtime for you, Heidi? Well, thanks for joining us as long as you could here tonight, Heidi. Yeah, sorry if I was a little chill tonight, but yeah, sometimes it happens on Fridays. I don't feel as chill as I did last Friday. Last Friday, I thought I might have been coming down with a cold or something. I wasn't. I was just fatigued. I'm just normal gym tired today. All right, so it sounds like we're moving on. Any other things we want to talk about here? Any other questions, or have I been missing some other people? I apologize. I have about 80 people right now in the chat, so I don't see everything that everyone says. So if I miss something, just ask it again. Don't take it personally. Comment. Would I trust a vegan who eats nothing but mushrooms and oysters? Well, I wouldn't be vegan. I mean, vegans aren't eating bivalves typically and calling themselves vegan. And why would you want to eat nothing but 2 foods? I don't care what it was, like, mushrooms and kale or whatever. Why would someone want to eat 2 foods? But why would a vegan want to eat a bivalve in the first place? Just curious. Not to say no vegans eat bivalves, it's just kind of a weird thing. Like, why would you eat bivalves for when you don't have to? They're on that borderline. Are they aware or sentient? I don't know, probably not, but you don't need to eat bivalves to be healthy. You don't need them for some essential nutrient without which you would die. So when in doubt, do without. If you're not sure if the creature's sentient, just leave it alone. Plants, not sentient. Bivalves, not sure, but don't need them. We need plants though. We got to eat plants or else there'd be just rocks and soil. Oyster mushrooms. Oh, is that what they were talking about, Country Fried Vegan? Maybe I misread it. Maybe they're just eating only oyster mushrooms. So still, why eat only 1 or 2 foods? Dark Vegan, go to get back in the gym next year. Hey, just start now. Go tomorrow or Monday. Start before New Year's. We don't have a Christmas tree this year, Uncle. So I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't want to let my surprise out. Yeah, I know, Samuel. Yeah, vegan is just a word that gets misunderstood. Yeah, some vegans eat eggs and call themselves vegan. And again, I just point them to the definition of veganism. Like, how can you be against all forms of cruelty and exploitation and still participate in a practice that is exploitive of chickens? They're vegetarian. Simple as that. I mean, I'm not picking on vegans that eat eggs. There's a word for that. We don't have to invent it or extend the definition of veganism to accommodate these odd people. Vegetarian. Simple. It's been around forever. Well, not forever, but quite a long time. Hey, Grim, the kitties are fine. Thank you. What about mushrooms? What about mushrooms? Comment. Mushrooms are a food or a fungi. I mean, what about them? Do you want me to make a report about mushrooms? Oh, I see what you're saying, comment. 2 animal-like vegan foods. Well, fungi, like plants, are not sentient. I know they're very amazing. They make mycelial, how do you pronounce that word? Networks in the ground. It's pretty amazing, but they still don't have brains or central nervous systems. Bivalves don't have brains or central nervous systems, but they do have a nervous system, not a central nervous system. You need a brain for that. So they have some of the hardware that's leading towards sentience, and that's why I don't think we should eat them. I said, when in doubt, go without. Again, there's no reason to eat bivalves. I mean, not every human's got access to bivalves. You don't need to eat bivalves. But yeah, fungi. Yeah, there's 2 foods that are, I think, in my mind, clearly, vegan, full on plants and fungi. Hey, Peter, did you just leave a question there? Thanks for the super chat tip there, Peter. Sorry, I missed your point there. In the new year, you're going to start emergency food prepping for the apocalypse. I'm going to get these freeze-dried food buckets off of Amazon the last 25 years. That's a really good idea. Wow, you can share that one with me too. Put the link there. I want to check this out, Peter. I'll check it out. Yeah, insects run when attacked or just bothered. Yeah, insects know to get the H out of Dodge, if they're getting messed with. Zoo Love, are you a bot? You just keep posting the same thing. Is there something you want to say about that or expand from that basic idea there, Zoo Love? Just let us know. Let's see, John Steven, you're watching an older live stream of mine where someone mentioned that they considered shed deer antlers vegan. that made me wonder if there are certain animal products considered vegan. Like, the thing is, why would you need to consume a product from deer for? I mean, why the hell? I mean, here's the thing. I know a bit about the deer antler, like there's woo-woo things in them and stuff like that. And, you know, you don't know how they're sourced. I mean, here's the thing. There's, you know, by participating in that whole business, yeah, you have guys saying, "Oh, I only harvest ones that were on the ground." You don't know that for sure. I mean, they just could be saying that. There's just the only thing. All you're doing is encouraging more people to poach deer antlers, even though some might be harvested off the ground. You don't know that. So why even like add anything to that whole supply and demand equation of deer antlers, which could, you know, harm a lot of deers. So, and there's nothing in deer, like bivalves, there's nothing in deer antlers that we need to be healthy unless you follow some David Wolf woo-woo nonsense. Yeah, roadkill technically vegan, Bob, but is it sustainable? You know, I mean, how often, you know, are you going to find roadkill that you can go out and eat? Seriously, like how, like once a month if you're really lucky, once a year more likely or something like that, once or twice? Yeah, just eat your nails, huh, Daniel, instead of an antler. Acquiring antlers is not an endearing act. Yeah, nice one there. I'm gonna hit the drink bell for that. That's nice. All right, Peter, let me get that link from you over here. Let's see what you're gonna get there on Amazon. Let's see what Peter's talking about here. All right. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool. Just let's see, 24 pounds of black beans. That's pretty cool. Yeah. You know, it might seem like a crazy thing to get, or maybe not crazy, but, you know, like, wow, you know, but you never know. If you need this, you're going to need this, right? I'll look at this. I'll try to find some, like, long-term emergency foods, too, because all sorts of crazy things can happen here. You know, earthquakes, and, you know, we could be out of, you know, touch with, you know, supply chains for quite a long time. But thanks for that, Peter. I've seen wool farms, VLAM, on TV at least, or, you know, on the internet, and they're not just dropping the wool. I've seen guys like shear the wool off the sheep. Yeah, the sheep don't seem to be like totally bummed, but I've read they're not. That doesn't feel great to have the wool sheared off of them. It's not like, you know, what they want or anything like that. You're exploiting them. You're raising these animals, keeping them in captivity. And I'm sure once they get old, right, they're not going to want to keep them around alive, right? If their wool production falls off, they'll kill them, right? Just out of economics. They're not in the business to lose money. You know, they're there to make money off their wool, and they need high wool producing sheep. Yeah, good point, Graven Babies. Roadkill eaters are stealing from the buzzards. What are the buzzards going to eat if all these, like, oh, there's a vegan trying to find roadkill there, you know, whatever, you know? Anyway, VLAM, depends what you mean by apocalypse. I mean, could be so many ways that we could have an immense natural disaster. Like I said, earthquakes, super volcanoes, you know, big meteor or asteroid of some kind impacting. I mean, there's all sorts of things that can, like, cause some huge problems for a lot of people. Zulove, yeah, you're getting people in trouble. Do you have a question for us, Zulove? Let's look at the rules again. Let's see if Zulove's break anything. I'm gonna probably change one of my rules here to oops. Let's go to here. No spamming. Oops, my bad. Hang on one second, guys. Some I've been wanting to add anyway to my rules here. On number 2, I'm going to say no spamming or trolling. So if you have, because I saw you trolling earlier, Zulov, just kind of asking the same question again and again. It seems kind of bot-like. Oops, I have the poop text there. My bad. But yeah, yeah. If you have a question, Zulov, I'll gladly answer it. All right. So I just want to know if you have a particular question, because you've been kind of trolling and spamming the comments. Like, not spamming like to promote a product or something like that, but spamming in the sense of like the true sense of just like flooding the the comments with like kind of a claim or that doesn't really go anywhere. So if you have a question, Zulov, I'll entertain it right now. If not, yeah, might want to come back if you have a more fully formed idea for us in the future, okay? Are they talking about animal abuse? Zulov, let me look. Are you talking about abusing animals? Because let's see what the hell you're doing here. I'm going to go find your stuff here. I see dogs being cooked for food alive in China, and it looked tasty. Like, do you have a question for me? Because I'm right about to ban your ass right now, Zulov. So let me know if you have anything. Why should I stop hurting animals when I don't care about them? Well, you're sociopathic. If you think it's totally bitching to see animals be tortured, killed in front of you, you are more than non-vegan. You have psychological problems. You need help. You might have, you might be a sociopath, psychopath, something like that. Because even non-vegans, when they see an animal being abused, being harmed, they know it's wrong. They don't look at it, they go, oh, that's so cool. Look at that. The animal's dying alive in front of me. That's so rad. No, if you have that kind of reaction, you have some issues. Seriously, I'm not just saying that lightly. I'm speaking with all sincerity. So, Zulov, I can't help you. You need professional help, and you need to go. So, for that reason, I am banning you. Bye-bye, Zulov. Hope you get some help. Seriously, not just saying, again, I'm not joking. When I'm talking about mental health, I am not joking. I'm never kidding around with that. Seriously, you need some help. Yeah, they violated a few rules there. Yeah, they were definitely trolling. So that's why I'm glad now I have trolling up on rule number 2. No spamming or trolling. Yeah, Lynn. I should have done it before. I didn't see that comment. It kind of slid by me there. My bad. But yeah, thanks, guys. Thank you for pointing out to me. I'm glad you guys let me know when someone's just running amok and they really need to be handled immediately. So thank you, guys. So anyway, Uncle, do you care about Z-Love? I know he doesn't care about animals. We don't care about him. He can go off and live his weird psychopathic life. He has every right to, but he should get some help. I assume it's a he. Sounded like a he to me. Anyway, let's see. Any other questions here, guys? So sad to be a troll, huh, Country Fried Vegan? I agree with you 100%. I mean, if they want to come here and ask a question, if they think they have a debunking of veganism, that's fine. That's cool. I invite that. But I don't invite people to come here and troll and tell us how they love to see animals being tortured. That's just sick. That's beyond anti-vegan. That's just mentally sick. Let's see. So, what's that, Allison? It's frustrating when people like Neil deGrasse Tyson, our old friend here, who is an astrophysicist, and I still need to read his chapter here on vegans versus meat eaters. Anyway, had the audacity to share his opinion on ethics. Yeah, stay in his lane. He thinks he's doing us. He's so pompous. He thinks he's doing us a favor. His words were, yeah, most vegans and meat eaters, but vegans haven't really thought this through too deeply. But I have. I'm Neil deGrasse Tyson. I'm such a smart man. Even though I have no training in philosophy, but I'm such a smart man because I'm the science guy on TV. I'm going to think through an issue that's kind of complicated, but, I'm going to think it through and do it better than, like, say me, who I've been thinking through these issues since 2013, and I'm trained in philosophy. So how pompous of him to come in to our world here and say, you vegans haven't thought this through. Let me show you how to think this through. And his reasoning sucks. He can't do philosophy about veganism worth crap. Yeah, he should just stick to what he does. Be a science educator, but don't meander into philosophy of veganism. He's such a narcissist. I'm so smart. I'm Neil deGrasse Tyson. I will help you low people down beneath me. I will reason through veganism for you and come up with examples that you've never thought of before, like the alien vegetable race of people aliens. You know, it's like... Anyway. Yeah, he can say what he wants. Totally. He can totally say what he wants. But for him to think, he is thinking through the issue in a more thoughtful and logical way than, say, people like myself and others that have reasoned about veganism have. It's just so pompous. Like, he's a freaking scientist, an astrophysicist in training. He's not a philosopher. He's not a vegan. So how can he philosophize about veganism in a deep, thoughtful, meaningful way when he sucks at both of them? His knowledge about veganism is lacking, and his skill as a philosopher is poor at best. Neil deGrasse Tyson, huh? He thinks mushrooms are human flesh? When did he say that? I must have missed that part of his exposition there. Yeah, produce on pills. I'm not surprised at all. I see some very educated people, like, say, Jordan Peterson. And I'm sure Piers Morgan went to a really fine British college and stuff. And Neil deGrasse Tyson. Yeah, some really educated people can say some of the stupidest stuff. Like, stupid as any of the anti-vegan trolls that come in here. Like, right, they'd fit right in. You know, if Neil deGrasse Tyson or any of those guys I just mentioned were in the comments, they would just fit right in with the guys that we've banned tonight. Joseph, biggest barrier before becoming vegan? Just not making the final step. You know, I was eating close to vegan, but finally one day I said, why am I being sort of vegan? Why don't I just go for it? Like, what am I waiting for? You know, I've done it a few times and I eat close to it, and every time I did it, I felt great. Why don't I just continue on? I don't need to eat cheese or eggs or something like that. That was the biggest barrier. Just, what's the word? Entropy, or, you know, just not making that final push to be fully vegan. I wish I didn't like drag my feet for so long. I mean, there was nothing stopping me. It was easy to go vegan in 2010. It's even easier now. Yeah, you can't even compare him, T. Jones, to Carl Sagan. Carl Sagan wouldn't make such a horrifically stupid attack on vegans like that, you know? I mean, he's much more compassionate and respectful and thoughtful than Neil deGrasse Tyson. I detect zero narcissism from Carl Sagan. I detect just humbleness and compassion. And I don't get any of that from Neil deGrasse. I just get his personality and his pompousness. Most geniuses are not vegan. I might have genius IQ. I never shared with you my IQ, Bob. I might be a vegan genius. Yeah, Sagan, yeah, one of my gods too. I know Sagan would never just do what we just saw Neil deGrasse Tyson do. Never. And all in the stupid act of promoting his stupid book. You know, this stupid book here. That's why he's going on and pissing off vegans, making up this nonsense about the alien vegetable race and the mouse trap, you know, just to sell some books, you know? Einstein was a vegetarian, but I think that was later on in life from what I understand. But yeah, but there wasn't veganism in the 1930s and early 1940s. Any great books on veganism? Wow, no, I can't say. I mean, I have books like the more like scientific ones that are about the healthful benefits of vegan diets, but I can't think of any good books on like veganism. If you guys have any, sure, I'd like to know what you guys recommend. No, I'm not going to review his new book. I just want to read that stupid chapter here that he was referring to when he goes on TV and Rogan, when he talks about his vegetable race of aliens and the humane mousetrap argument, how vegans are hypocrites because our houses are made of wood and stuff like that. It's in here. He's quoting stuff from his book. I just been too busy to pick it up and go through it. How much longer do I have? Let me see. I might have to step it up here. Let's see. When does it do? Oh, it's due on the 30th, but Angie, I'm using her account. She could extend that for me as long as no one else is trying to check it out. I don't think anyone is. I don't think people are running to the libraries here to get Neil deGrasse Tyson's dumb new book. Protozoa pills. Wind chill is negative 27. That doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, you could say it's like negative 3 billion because I have no idea what negative 27 wind chill is. That just sounds like, like another planet or something like that. Wow, VLAMP. Not surprised about that, though. Yeah. Let's see. What is Ryan trying to tell me? Why can't he, Neil deGrasse Tyson, say what he wants? He can say what he wants. I'm not a fascist. I have the right to respond to him and correct him on his factual errors, his evidence-based errors, and his numerous philosophical and logical errors. So I have every right. As Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's a free man living in a free country. He's free to write his books and go on TV shows and Rogan and tell his stupid stories about the humane mousetrap and vegans living in houses made of wood and the vegetable aliens. He has every right to do that. I'm not trying to ban him. Where do you get that from? But are you trying to prevent me, who is also a free man, a free person living in a free country? Are you trying to limit my rights of being able to respond in an objective, evidence, philosophical, logical based manner, correcting his obvious errors? Let me know. Are you trying to put me down as a second class citizen who has fewer rights than Neil deGrasse Tyson, who's free to go on and spread misinformation all he wants, but I have no right or less right to correct the misinformation with solid evidence and logic? I can't do that. Let me know. You're saying Neil deGrasse Tyson is way smarter than me. Yeah, I'm sure when it comes to science and astrophysics, yeah, no problem. He could wipe the floor with me, hands down. He has a PhD in astronomy and astrophysics. However, he has zero training in philosophy. So I'm way more intelligent than Neil deGrasse Tyson in philosophy. I have a degree in philosophy, which he doesn't. I have graduate school training. I was in a PhD program in philosophy. He has none of that. So his philosophy, I can tell you, objectively sucks. Not just my opinion. I'm sure you can find other people who are trained in philosophy, non-vegans, watching his reasoning and go, yeah, he's a crappy philosopher. So yeah, he might be smarter than me in some areas, but he's not smarter than me when it comes to logic. And he's not smarter than me when it comes to certain topics. Astronomy, he knows more. Veganism, I know way more. So I'm more intelligent than him in veganism, and I am better philosopher than him. Yeah, he's better at science and astrophysics than I am. Totally cool. So if he's coming into my lane, logic, philosophy, and veganism, I think I have every right to respond. In fact, it's incumbent upon me. Who other vegan YouTubers out there do what I do, who are trained in philosophy? I'm the person meant to respond to Neil deGrasse Tyson. Now I know you're having fun and trolling me. You're saying the guy who builds time machines is dumb. You're trolling me now, Ryan, okay? I'm just going to put you in timeout. We had some fun with you there. All right, and I'm not punishing you. I just don't have time for trolls right now. And it's one of the rules we have too, is rule number 2, no spamming or trolling. Okay, friendly timing you out. Yeah, Carl, Neil is just downright embarrassingly stupid. I know you didn't say that, but he's embarrassingly stupid when he talks about veganism. Flaw dieting. I should read the chapter aloud to you and criticize. I read a little bit of it when I got the book a few weeks ago. Let me just read a tiny bit of it here. Let's see. Okay, I read some of it already. It's so low light in here though. It's really not hard. Let's see. All right, let's see. Oh, here's something. Here's something here. I haven't seen this yet. He's talking about fish now, guys. Fish. don't moan or scream. Well, they're underwater. I think there's some physics there that might prevent them from moaning or screaming. And plus, since they live underwater, they didn't evolve to vocalize. That, you know, it just doesn't. It's the wrong medium to get sound. You know, it gets muffled, and, you know, it doesn't transmit that far as opposed to that being out in the open air. Anyway, it says fish don't moan or scream. They also don't drop quarts of blood when you cut them open. Well, depends how big the fish is, right? Fish do bleed. Anyone who's ever fished, as I did in my youth, they bleed. Fish bleed. What is it? Fish don't drop quarts of blood when you cut them open. So already we're seeing some nonsense just from that right there. I mean, that's just factually wrong. They might not drop quarts, but they do drop blood, and a bigger fish will drop more blood than a smaller fish. Is he trying to say that's okay to kill fish then? It just shows you he's already factually off right there. Neil might be the greatest genius of our generation. You're joking, right, Bob? You have to be joking. Yeah, fish don't scream. Great. Yeah, farm to danger. So according to Neil, it would think, is he trying to get to the conclusion that it's okay to kill creatures of a certain size or a certain minimum level of blood capacity? That's why I wonder where he's going with it. Okay, let's see what the next sentence is, because it started off so great there. Okay, so yeah, fish don't moan or scream. They also don't drop quarts of blood when you cut them open. Perhaps that's why you hear less about their plight en route to your dinner plate. The number of species of vertebrate and invertebrate animals that we ink out of oceans and lakes and rivers and fish farms knows no bounds. Their experience is surely surreal, minding their own business as they swim free in a three-dimensional volume. Well, okay, he's just trying to get all poetic here. Where's he getting at? Okay, let's see. With here I see vegetarian, with rare exceptions in which a form of vegetarian theology recrasts the word dominion as stewardship. Wait, vegetarian theology? Do you see that attack? Let me read that again. With rare exceptions, comma, in which a form of vegetarian theology recasts the word dominion as stewardship. Well, yeah, does he think dominion means slit the throats of? See, his biases are so coming out here. He's disagreeing what dominion means. He doesn't like how it means stewardship. He likes it to mean you can do what the hell you please. These are low beasts. And calls vegetarianism theology. Anyway, this passage has for, let's see. Okay. But anyway, we'll keep going. I'll keep going on. But I just want to show already his sentences start out with nonsense. Vegetarian and veganism is not theology. Anyway, Joe Rogan wrote that book for Neil. Maybe so. Maybe he did. He ghost read it. Yeah, but I agree, guys. He seems like a complete narcissist, unlike Carl Sagan. It's unfortunate that this guy, Neil deGrasse Tyson, became the new replacement for Carl Sagan. It's just embarrassing for the legacy of such a great, compassionate genius like Carl Sagan to leave behind. And he didn't choose this. He already died before Neil deGrasse Tyson kind of got in his job role as the cosmos guy. But it's sad. It's unfortunate. Yeah, he'd probably have a good time with Elon Musk. Huh? Maybe so, huh? Now, he should stick to astronomy, astrophysics, and, you know, just like science education going on television and, you know, making young people and old people alike aware of the awe and awesomeness and wonder of science and the universe. That's cool, you know, but philosophy and veganism sucks. Ryan, did I time you out? So you're saying the guy who basically made the universe, you're smarter than him. No, I'm not smarter than God. God made the universe, and Neil deGrasse Tyson did not make any universe. That's what I get when I put people in timeout, huh? So, yeah, Ryan, again, you're trolling. I'm putting you in timeout one more time, and then I will ban you. Let's see. Let's see. It looks like Uncle already got him, huh? Or no? No, here he is. I'll get him now. Neil made a universe. Damn, that's some resume, huh, John? That's how I know he's trolling. Like, Neil is the smartest man, and he made the universe, and he made a time machine. He's lacking on serious education. Yeah, I bet Snoop Dogg could probably reason through the concept of veganism equally as well, if not better, than Neil deGrasse Tyson. Neil deGrasse Tyson did sound like he was smoking some gnarly vegetables, huh, when he was talking about that race of vegetable aliens. When does the cult get tax write-offs? I need to like incorporate like a official religious institution, I guess. I gotta look that up and see how to do it. I mean, I don't make enough money to make it really worth it or anything. You know, I'd have to get a lot of cult dues and video views to make this a religion. I mean, a worthwhile one to write off, you know. Yeah, something's probably gone to his head, huh? Countrified vegan. Oh, you're so good, Neil deGrasse Tyson. You're so amazing teaching people about science. It probably went and fed his ego. Do we get baptized with nutritional yeast? That's a damn good idea. Damn. Snoop's vegetarian? Wow, wasn't aware of that. Yeah, then he's a hell lot closer than Neil. And would probably be able to discuss it in better just knowledge of the subject than Neil. What's up, Peter? John Oliver. Last week, John Oliver started his own fake religion to get a tax write-off. Oh, I'll have to watch that then to see what he did. Awesome. Thanks for pointing that out to me, Peter. Yeah, I can definitely check that out. Sounds like something totally John Oliver would do, huh? Doesn't it? What's that, Bob? Shaking your head. A guy like Neil will debunk God, and everyone agrees, but he didn't debunk veganism. Come on now. What are you talking about there? He could talk about God all he wants. I don't really care because this is not happy, healthy theology or happy, healthy Christian channel or something like that. You know what I'm talking about? It's just happy, healthy vegan. He can talk about God all he wants. I don't really care. You know, whatever he says, I don't care. As on as it might be or as off it might be, filled with correct information or misinformation, I don't care. But when he talks about veganism, I have a personal stake in it. I'm vegan. So why would I care what he says about God? He didn't debunk veganism. I just put that in my title because I was trying to get some more views, you know, but I don't know if it worked or not. But yeah, I responded to his misinformation about veganism and his complete like logical blunders when discussing the topic of veganism. Again, I think I'm allowed to do that, but who cares if he says stuff about other topics? I'm sure he talked about lots of stuff. Let me see what else is in this dumb book of his. Other topics, I should say. Like, he talks about aesthetics. He has a chapter called Truth and Beauty. I don't care. He can talk about aesthetics. Like, why would I give a crap what he says about aesthetics? You know, I mean, doesn't bother me if he screws that up really badly or does a really good discussion of aesthetics. I don't give a crap. But if he's going to talk about veganism, I care. Hey, Woodleaf, the Little Drummer Boy. Yeah, Love Spirals Downwards did a cover of that, and I can't really play that. It's more of a keyboard synthesizer-based song. Oh, Snoop did a Beyond Meat ad. Awesome. Yeah, I think I may have saw that once before. Let's see what Peter. He's basically just doing a story about how most religions, John Oliver. He was doing basically a story about how most religions, they're frauds and they get tax write-offs and they hide themselves under the vein of religious freedom. Yeah, like Scientology and stuff like that and others. Yeah, but I know what you're talking about. I should try to do that. I think I'm too small time. You guys got to get me bigger so I can pursue this. I think I'm way too small. Yeah, Sean Cope, exactly. There are people that just do reactions. Like, why is it a big deal if I do a few too? Exactly. Because vegans are second-class citizens, Sean. Don't you know this? Vegans can't do all these things that non-vegans can. Vegans can't respond to Neil deGrasse Tyson. I guess Christian response guys can respond to Neil deGrasse Tyson. That's totally cool. But vegans, we have to be quiet. For some reason, I don't know why vegans are second-class citizens who have fewer free speech rights than the general public. Why is that? Magic mushrooms at Disneyland. That's the last place in the world I would ever want to do magic mushrooms. I like to do them in privacy in my own house. I don't like big crowds. I don't like weird situations, being out in the freezing cold. No, that's the last place. Oh, you saw that old video, Peter. Yeah, Angie put that up today, huh? Maybe so, Farmed and Dangerous. Yeah, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Yeah, he's probably from my rival planet. You guys all know I'm from Planet Zbox 7. Prove me wrong. I'm from Planet Zbox 7, and yeah, Neil deGrasse is from Zbox 6. And we don't like people or the creatures from Planet Zbox 6, basically. It's all about Zbox 7 or nothing. MDMA at Disneyland. No, just don't do any drugs at Disneyland. I mean, sometimes I don't mind having a little buzz at Disneyland. You know, sometimes we'll get a little drink at lunch or something like that. But yeah, drugs, no way in hell. No. If I were going to do MDMA again, which I'm not, Disneyland would be the last place, one of the last places I think of doing it. Yeah, Sean, you see what's going on. As soon as you're vegan, you're an outcast in the corner and you have fewer free speech rights. We are second-class citizens in the minds of so many people. I don't know why people insist once you're vegan, you can't do things that other people can. Makes no sense. Zebok lore is intriguing. Let's see, who's another movie to be followed, Peter? Hates Disneyland because it's so freaking expensive. Yeah, $30 for the parking. Well, we don't do that. We park, there's ways to do it. We can go there and just spend like $9 on parking. There's this mall across the street where the first hour is free and there every hour thereafter is $3. So if you're only there like 4 hours, you're spending $9 on parking. So yeah, Disneyland is robbery. It was $20 before COVID. Then when they closed down, they opened back up. It went to $25. Then all of a sudden $30. Like why? Why did parking increase like 33% like in like a year or two? Like inflation's not that high. Yeah, Disneyland's a complete ripoff. The only reason why it's affordable for us is we have something called the SoCal residence discount. It's for this the pass that we have. It's for people who live in Southern California. And, you know, it's like $400, but, you know, it costs like $100 to go. So if you go 4 times, it's paid for, you know, or 3 times, basically. It's like $130 to get in there. So use it like 3 or 4 times, it's paid for. And yeah, we go like, you know, every like 2-3 weeks or something like that. So yeah, if we had to pay like full price, we'd never go. In fact, we didn't go for a decade or two. We just went when my friend gave us, we went once a year around the time of Angie's birthday when my friend who works there gives us like a pair of passes to get in. But as soon as we got like the annual pass thing, yeah, now we go more often. But I couldn't afford to go and pay $130 times 2 every time plus $30 parking. Yeah, Disneyland is a ripoff. Yeah, it's a license to print money. I mean, sometimes it's laughable some of the tactics they'll use to, like, you know, try to extract as much money as possible from their guests. Uncle, you figured out why vegans are attacked. You'll explain it to me one day. Please, Uncle, give me your thoughts as to why vegans are attacked as a persecuted minority, like people of color or, you know, LGBTQ. Ageism. Why are vegans attacked? Just because we exist. Why is that? Coconut. I don't know. I've never seen that personally, what you're describing there. I've never done that myself. Depends what people do. If they get really aggressive, yeah, maybe that's a problem. If they're peaceful and they don't cause, you know, disturbance and they leave peacefully, have less issue with that. Not all vegans go and disturb restaurants. You know, that's a big myth. Maybe like less than a fraction of a percent do. Yeah, and Peter brings out, and in Canada, a vegan protester got run over by a giant animal hauling truck, like an 18-wheel truck, killed a vegan activist. So, you know, what are you going to say about that, Coconut? I'm not sure what a good price for soy curls is, to be honest with you, Joseph. I don't know. Angie's bought that for us, so I don't know what the normal prices are or what's considered a good price. How do you know the driver didn't see her, Bob? Are you sure? Are you sure the driver was completely 100% unaware that there was a person in the path of his truck? Because that's what I think was said in court, but he could have been lying. You don't know that for a fact. And why are you siding with the driver for? Why? I mean, why can't you see from the perspective of the victim here in the case of a woman, a female vegan, a lady vegan activist whose life was ended because of a driver not paying enough attention to all the distraction and commotion that was going on in the road. And, it could have been negligence, but, from what I've heard, the driver knew exactly where the people were. But I wasn't there. Wow, Disneyland used to let people in for free on their birthday? When was that? That must have been a long time ago. Yeah, AJ Vintage. The driver headed right for her. So, yeah, that contradicts that. I mean, yeah, the police investigation find one thing, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the police investigation uncovered the truth of the matter. It's the report they made, but it doesn't mean it was 100% or even 90% accurate. Yeah, there was an entire documentary made about Reagan Russell, who was the victim, and how how the person driving the truck saw her. He knew what was going on, but he's not going to say that. Of course, he'd go to jail for manslaughter or possibly even murder. So yeah, but take the side of the non-vegans, Bob. Yeah, thanks. Oh, so you're saying they deserved it, Coconut? Is that what you're saying? They were standing in front of it. You can't say they weren't asking for it. Oh, it's like say they were asking to be killed. So you're saying when vegans are protesting near a street where there might be vehicles, we're asking to get ran over. Is that what you're saying? So if you would say accelerate the truck, the vegans are out there, the truck driver has no obligation to drive the truck, maneuver the truck or vehicle in a safe manner to not harm anyone, not injure anyone. The driver had every right to run over the person. Are you saying that? We are going to kick you right ass out of here. What? Did you already ban them, Peter? Or no, we're not going to have people come on my live. I just banned them. You can't come on my live stream and try to justify the killing of a human because they were standing somewhere where you thought they were asking for it, and that justified the driver to maybe just take her life because he had the right to do that. That's just complete nonsense. You're advocating for murder there, not only of animals but for human beings. So no, screw you. You're gone. He's banned. He's gone. He's blocked him. He's out of here. He can never come back. No, Coconut's not here anymore. Coconut is gone. Yeah, she wasn't blocking the truck, Bob. She wasn't standing right in front of the truck to get killed, if I remember the details correctly. And Bob, please, you saw what happened to Coconut. Please don't try to justify the murder of a vegan activist merely for the fact that she was in the street or what have you. She was not in front of the truck blocking it, if that's what you're asserting. Farmed and Dangerous, yeah. The Holy Grail. Yeah, I gotta see that again. That's one of my favorite Monty Pythons, yeah. Yeah, Vegan Wesker is asking Bob, are you siding with the murderer who watched Reagan Russell for over 5 minutes and murder her with the semi-truck? Is that where you're... Because you're on some shaky ground here. Please don't go down that road. That's cool, Natalie. Oh, man. Okay, John Stephen, thanks for bringing that up. You know, it's a fair question, I suppose, you know? So anyway, yeah, coconut is banned. Anyone that comes, I don't even think I need to even put that on my rules here. Like, don't come here to justify the murder of vegan activists. They're asking for it. No one's ever asking to get murdered by being intentionally ran over by a freaking semi truck. No, I don't care what they were doing. There's no justification. Oh, they were doing X, Y, or Z. Therefore, it's totally cool to run them over with a semi truck. There's just no justification for that. So anyway, so any more questions, guys? Let's move on from that. That's not something we need to dwell on right now. The water's helping. I'm so hungry, guys. I'm so fucking hungry. Oh, I said the F word. That's how hungry I am. I can't even monitor my foul mouth right now. Coconut. What? I can do what the hell I want. I mean, yeah, people are free to not leave me. I banned someone because they're trying to justify murdering people. So I thought I banned your ass. How come you're back? Did you make another coconut account? Okay, maybe I put them in timeout. Now they're banned. They're gone. Yeah, you did say that. You said they're asking for it. I'm banning you again. I banned you twice. No, you're asking. You said your quote was, I should have put you on the poop wall. You said they were asking for it. Do you remember that? Because I can scroll back up. You can't answer because you're banned. I can scroll back up and put your words up on the poop wall for all to see. But yeah, you said they were asking for it. No. There's no justification to run over a protester with a truck. There's no justification. They were not asking for it. It's like saying, oh, the rape victim, she was asking for it. She was dressed very nicely, and she went up to the guy's room to check out his photography or whatever, you know. She was asking for it. No one's asking to get raped. No one's asking to get killed. So no, not taking any of it. Yeah, Dark Vegan. I wish we had more banning tools like that too. So anyway, really farmed and dangerous that the police investigation found OJ innocent? Really? I don't remember that aspect of it. Wow. So it shows, yeah, I mean, I don't, fully trust police reports. I mean, it's a known fact. Police, aren't always. I'm not saying this is true 100% of the time. They aren't always the most trustworthy people as far as to get the facts from. Yeah, Uncle. Animals don't ask to be killed either. Oh, who are you talking about there, Natalie? Who is going down a more plant-based path there? You have another coconut account? What the hell? You're justifying it again. I'm not even gonna put up with it. You're justifying it. How many coconut? He's just going to keep creating coconut after coconut account? I mean, how long does it take you? Like 2 or 3 minutes to make a new YouTube account? It takes me like 3 seconds to ban you, so I'm going to win that fight there. Yeah, the coconuts are multiplying. That is really weird, huh? Yeah, he is the resilient coconut. Coming back here to try to justify. I'm not trying to justify it or say they're asking for it, but I am saying that they're asking for it. Anyway, hey, I've been on like 2.5 hours. Any other questions, concerns, debunkings of veganism before I move on to try to get some food in my belly? Yeah, I don't know what we'll eat tonight. I have no idea. Yeah, country fried vegan. No one deserves to be killed, including animals, especially animals, because they are voiceless and they need us, vegan activists, to speak up for them. So if you're going to kill the vegan activists and the animals, then that's just, everything's gone. Yeah, I don't know what's for dinner, AJ. I have no idea. I had to talk to Angie. She's probably not as hungry as I am because, you know, she didn't go to the gym and play basketball for 2 hours like I did. Coconuts are vegan but aren't nuts. Our guy, yeah, was both a not vegan and a little nuts. Something with a coconut in it. Well, I do a mukbang. Well, Angie was talking about maybe making a pizza for me and bring it in tonight, but we had some pasta right before, so that ruled out a pizza for tonight. But yeah, I'm not opposed to eating my food in front of you guys. Totally not. Not opposed to that. You guys know, Angie will sometimes bring some food in here. He's like Chucky. Oh, man. I'll be back. Coconut, hold my beer. Yeah, I really wish I could mukbang for you right now. Oh yeah, New Year's Eve. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do a live stream, which is weird. It'll be like the day after a Friday live stream. So maybe next Friday's live stream will be a little on the shorter side. Yeah, good question. Thanks, Phelam. Yeah, I was not thinking about what's going on, the next steps. Yeah. How's it work out? Yeah, next Friday live stream, and then Saturday is New Year's Eve, right? Let me make sure I got that right here. I don't trust my math all of a sudden right now. Let's see. Yeah, Saturday's New Year's Eve. So I guess, yeah. I might stream 2 days in a row, 2 nights in a row. Not sure what time or anything, but yeah, we'll probably usher in the East Coast New Year or something like that. We'll see. We'll see how it all goes. But so that's the vague plan. Do a New Year's live stream. Get Angie in here. We'll play some music. That's what we did last year. We were just playing music, chilling out with you guys. Let's see, Vigilas. Don't you think the animals would do something if they were smarter than us? What do you mean do something? Like what? Like play chess, construct cities, write books? Invent mathematics for animals? Like, what are you talking about? Oh, the drunk guy from Scotland from last year. Yeah, that was pretty amazing. This guy, yeah, apparently been drinking all night when we did the New Year's Eve live stream. Okay. Oh, Dark Vegan's birthday's coming up? I didn't see that. Oh, your birthday's on Monday. Okay, right after Christmas. Awesome. Happy early birthday to you there, Dark Vegan. The same thing we do to them. So Vigilis is saying if the animals were smarter than us, they would enslave us and exploit us and put us in slaughterhouses. Is that what you're arguing, Vigilis? So what are you trying to say? Let's say that were true. Let's say like cows and pigs are smarter than us. So you're saying that they would put us in a slaughterhouse? Is that what you're saying? Do we have someone debunking veganism right now? I think that's what we got. I think he's trying to say if animals are smarter than us, they would eat us and kill us too. So therefore, we should do the same to them. Okay, that's what your point is. All right. All right, so what does that prove? Okay, so let's say that were true. I'm going to play with you on this one. So give me your conclusion. Why do you even bring up this thought experiment for? Let's say cows and chickens were smarter than us. So what's your therefore? What are you getting at? So you're trying to say, so we should do the same to them because they would do that. Is that your argument? So why we should eat meat? That's why that's your justification for animal exploitation and cruelty when it's absolutely needless. The thing is, why would cows, chickens, and pigs do that? Let's look at what cows eat. Cows graze on grass, and if they're in animal agriculture, they eat some kind of soy or corn. Pigs Same thing. They don't eat meat. So why would the animals, if they were smarter, exploit the humans? They wouldn't really need us for all that much. We're not particularly tasty food for animals. So I'm not sure if I understand your parallel reasoning there. Wow, what's that, VLAM? Your company is giving everyone 38 US bucks in lieu of a Christmas party. I'm ordering a vegan cheesecake to share with them. Awesome. She's in Hong Kong. Vegis, they wouldn't do the same thing. Like I'm saying, humans for some reason think they need to feed on animals, which you don't. If we needed to eat animals, I'd be dead because I haven't had any animals in over a dozen years. So why would they put us in slaughterhouses and eat us? Because they don't eat us. Cows, if they were smarter than us, they would invent some kind of like agriculture to produce grass on a mass scale. They would just grass everywhere and have tons of grass. So they wouldn't really need to make slaughterhouses and human agriculture. Do you understand that, Beaches? The cows don't eat people. They don't eat flesh. They eat plants. So what do you think about that? Okay, what you're doing, now you're moving on. Let's look at the rules here. When debunking veganism, I will only discuss one of your claims at a time. Don't bring up new claims. Don't fling poop on my wall here. First, you're talking about animals being smarter than us, and therefore that somehow justifies animal agriculture. Now you're talking about them not having any rights. See how that's completely unrelated. They don't connect in any way, shape, or form. All right, so just come back when you have one topic you want to discuss. Okay, maybe you can come back next week. I'm just going to put you in timeout for right now. You're flinging poop on the wall. How come you guys just keep flinging poop on my wall here? See, that's what happens. They bring up the first idea, then I explore it and show them how it doesn't make any sense. Cows would not put us in slaughterhouses because cows don't eat humans. They eat grass. And then, oh my God, I have to fling a different poop. That first poop didn't work. Let's throw no poop out. Oh, animals don't have rights because they're not moral beings. All right, well, that's a whole nother concept there. Let's see, Sean, you had a lot of non-vegans bring in vegan food for your holiday party, and it's the first one gone. I've heard stories like that so many times, huh? I agree with you 100% there. Regenerative Designs Australia. Yeah, guys. Selfish perspective there, huh, Lynn? And we have reasoning and compassion. Yep. Poop flingers, guys. You know it. I'm getting so hungry, guys. I think I'm going to have to get going, man. It makes sense. I've been on for 2 hours and 42 minutes just about, guys. So, yeah. So here's, again, the plan for... first of all, if you... I'm going to burp there. Oh, I'm so hungry. I can't even get my thoughts together right now. I don't know what's up. Anyway, yeah, next Friday, probably do a shorter live stream, maybe an hour and a half or something like that. And then Saturday, New Year's Eve, unless we get a last minute invite to a New Year's Eve party, which I'm kind of hoping we do because it's expensive. And if we got an invite, it'd be free. Anyway, unless we get a last minute invite to a New Year's Eve party, we'll do a live stream. So, last year, me and Angie sitting here playing music, just chilling out. So just, be on the lookout for stuff next week, Friday and Saturday, New Year's Eve. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on exactly yet, but yeah, we'll get it all worked out by then. All right, guys, sorry I'm totally running out of steam here. Veganism Debunked. Ryan did a 2 hour 42 minute live stream after a pretty exhaustive day at the gym. He's tired. Veganism Debunked. Yeah, I don't know what we'll do, Uncle, but Christmas will be over by then. Everyone, won't want to hear any Christmas songs on New Year's Eve. We got to play New Year's Eve songs, huh, guys? Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Thanks, Uncle and Peter, for your help with all the, the help I need, from the people like Coconut and stuff like that. Thanks, guys. Thanks to all the Happy Fam for being here with me on a kind of a less than active night for me. Just feeling kind of chill. I'm just really hungry. That's it. I tell you, I think it's because I didn't eat enough yesterday. I kind of didn't have a proper dinner. I had a really big lunch and I didn't really eat much in the evening. So I think I'm kind of feeling it right now. So anyway, guys, that's why you shouldn't fast. That's why when people ask me, what do you think of fasting? I go, fasting sucks. I have no energy and I feel like crap if I'm not eating all the time. All right, guys. So yeah, Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy holidays. I hope you guys have a good, safe couple days here. Stay safe in the weather. Protect yourself, and hopefully this whole Arctic cyclone bomb will be over, and guys get your lives back to somewhat normal soon. And I'll see you guys next week, Friday. Regular Friday live stream, Saturday, New Year's Eve, and we'll get something going on here. So if you got nothing going on, and if you're like us, no plans, we'll be here and we'll do something together. All right, guys? All right, cool. Yeah, thanks, V. I'm going to go enjoy some kind of dinner. So either I'm going to make something or go get some burritos or something like that. Maybe even a pizza. No, probably too late for that. Anyway, guys, it's never too late for pizza. What am I talking? It's a bar. They're open till like midnight or something like that. All right, guys, so peace out. And I will see you guys soon. God, where is the button I need? Here it is, guys. All right. Thanks so much, guys. Oh, thanks, Countryfied, for your super chat tip there. Much appreciated. Got in at the last second here, right at the buzzer. All right. Donated $3 through super chat. Countryfied Vegan. All right, guys. Peace out. See you guys very soon. Bye-bye.